what a lovely sunny Sunday it is. Sunday. It's time for High Rollies with us, your pals. With your friends, your chums, your confidants, your acquaintances. It's us. It's me, Mark Sherlock Coombs. I'm your Dungeon Master, and I'm joined by these wonderful people. We've got Hrlive, we've got Trot, we've got Kim. And on the other side, we've got Tom and Katie. Oh, wow. But that's very strange. We're all wearing, well, you guys are all wearing High Rollers merch. Old merch.
Oh, weird.
Why would you say old merch?
Old merch. And I'm wearing, this isn't a High Rollers shirt, is it?
But it is.
But it is, though! Because we hear you, we heard you, we understand.
We've been listening.
We were very tired and it took us a bunch of time.
It's back, baby! It's merch time! Katie, you've been doing all this. Do you want to talk about merch?
Merch is back! We have a brand new store. It is most of our older designs that you can see on there. It's a brand new supplier though. So we basically uploaded our core collections and a couple of new pieces that you'll spot. And yeah, we're really happy to have it back. Tom is stroking his
Show the back.
chest.
That's how you show it off.
Show the back because we don't have a zip up.
The hoodies anymore, but we do have a pullover hoodie,
Yes.
which has the same on the back. So
And a couple of new things.
a couple of new things. We've got our lovely t-shirt that Mark's wearing. Our
Nina
cube
Serena.
T-shirts. Nina designed this, and then our store went bye-bye, so we didn't release it.
Gelatinous cube.
It's very
on a
good.
sprue.
And then
Very fitting.
Latte fun mug.
Latte Fun mug designed by Rhiannon,
That
which
one.
is amazing.
I did it.
I did.
That's
it.
Reed.
Rhiannon did
That's
it.
fine, it's
And then we've put up a couple of new things, a new notebook
Altheya,
and things. We've got an Altheya logo t-shirt.
Which is nice.
So they're available in black and white for those of you who would like a different colour. Yeah, go buy some merch. It's fun.
Yep. And it's
back.
all print on demand, right?
Print
so
on
it's
demand.
they're not going to run out. They're going to be there. It's just going to sit there on our website.
It's just going to be there.
And you can just go buy it.
And we might release some other old things in limited runs
An
at
Erois
some
batch.
point. We might do old Erois things, maybe. Depends on what the merch style is.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see. So, if we do new things, we will let you know.
Perfect.
Also, it's free post weekend.
Free
apparently.
post this weekend. So today,
Oh.
until midnight Sunday
Wow.
in the UK, you
Wow.
will get free post.
That sounds to me like you should go and just go crazy and just buy all of it. It's payday. It's free post weekend.
What's payday?
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Yep.
God damn.
You gotta get the energy up, Tom. All right. I'm very tired.
You're right.
We gotta
should
go.
That really fucking hurt.
Before your load comes out, before the rent gets taken, before you have to pay your water bill.
Before your car needs to go in for a service!
Hire yourself.
Go do it!
My head.
Speaking of it's happy, it's big energy, big old happy Pride as well. It's Pride Month. As you know, we've always been very supportive and proud of our diversity and things like that, and our community, our wonderful community as well. It's a big celebration to you all at home as well. And then just a couple of quick reminders, very small things. Don't forget High Rollers Live, 17th of September at the Adelphi Theatre. Please go and buy your tickets. They are starting to tick up again. We're starting to see sales pick up. So if you don't go and get it, you might miss out. I'm just saying, you want to get a ticket to it.
Take your whole office.
Yeah, we will hopefully be able to reveal some more
Take your
information.
county.
Hopefully be able to reveal some more information about things like what's the story and what's going to be taking place. Hopefully that stuff will be coming soon. I've got some things locked down and we've been chatting and stuff like that. So hopefully going to be able to reveal some more information soon. Some of you might have seen that apparently they were giving out flyers at MCM Expo and UK Games Expo. And there was a lot of very confused people like, what is this? If you're one of those people, welcome.
They've already turned off.
They've turned off.
They've turned it off.
But yeah, so don't forget, go and bring bring your friends and family along to High Rollers Live on the 17th of September at the Adelphi Theatre. Check out the brand new website. Like I said, all of our merch links and stuff are on there as well. We got all the merch updates. You got the content policy, fan content policy. We're going to be slowly updating that and improving it.
Yes.
Somebody's characters' bios have been changed and
I am
updated.
no longer straight up jorking it in Altheya, and by it I mean, haha, well, let's just say my peanuts.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. So yeah, that's updated. On the way back machine though.
Shut up.
You can check it there.
Should-
Do you want that on your gravestone?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Don't
Tom
worry, plan-
Hazel is straight
Straight
up
up
jorking it.
I'll sort that.
In hell.
I'll sort that.
Lots of
good.
took screenshots before it went down, you know, just to
It's safe,
let it
don't worry,
live on.
Tom.
It's been a
Wholesome Christian stream.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm just going to remind you guys about, we do have a Patreon and we do have YouTube membership as well, Twitch subscription if you want to get those emotes. The Discord's really great. We've got a really lovely community on over there as well. Go and join that and sign up to the Patreon and support us in any way you can. All of that good stuff. We really appreciate it. You might have seen it last week as well. Brand new fan art video last week. We'll be playing that again this week as well. So you can check that out.
Yeah.
That is going to be it for announcements. We hope you enjoy having all the merch back and some of the new merch as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're excited to be there. All right, with that, let's run the intro and we'll get into the game.
Yay, yay, yay.
Welcome back to Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Our heroes are now reunited, with Ophelia having completed her journey in the Greylands and earning another chance at life, and Rowan and Xanthias free of their curse. The party turn their attention to the events that occurred over the last few days, and back towards the mystery of the Lamplighters Guild. With the information that there are catacombs below Bright Shadow Cathedral, Rowan strikes upon an idea to go to the Stonemasons Guild and see if they have plans of the town that could help. With Gruff alongside, they learn that Ashen Rest has an old set of sewer tunnels that run alongside the cathedral's catacombs. Descending into them, a pair of cleaner slimes sneak up on our party and catch them unawares, erupting in a short but rather slimy conflict. With the slimes defeated, our party press on towards their intended destination and perhaps some answers. And that is where we pick up this week. You have just defeated these cleaner slimes. Gelatinous cubes, if you want to know specifically the monster they're based on. And you are in these very narrow, quite smelly but dry old sewer tunnels. They extend onwards. This is where, if you guys wanted to take a short rest, we didn't check in last week if you guys wanted to have a short rest or if you just wanted to press on.
Yeah, how's everyone looking?
It's Rowan that needs to.
I think the big boy
Good,
said.
good.
Yeah, he's not very good.
How's everyone doing?
Mind a short
Spell slot wise, just out
I
of
thought you were going to
interest.
say, how's everyone that matters?
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't reset them unless I have a long rest.
Yes.
Samesy. I only have one spell slot because this is also following the
Yeah,
ritual
we've already had a
as
fight,
well.
yeah.
I have 3.
So I've got cantrips though. I've got some banging cantrips.
I got no healing
I'm not too
cantrips.
bad with spells.
When do you recover your? What is it? The
Oh, you've got no healing left.
No healing cantrips.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have spell slots.
I have 3 spell slots.
Okay.
That's not too bad. Your there's a feature where you like ignore going to 0 basically, or you
Did that already, didn't we?
ignore
Stubborn
you-
Stone endurance.
stone endurance? Yeah, when do
Stubborn
you stubborn
endurance is a long rest, I believe.
It's a long rest. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Too OP to be short
Too
rest.
OP.
It's very
I think
strong.
That's a problem. I think it's just
Don't
too
forget,
OP,
you do
know?
get some HP back on a short rest if you have hit dice to spend.
That's true.
I'm going to need it because I'm on 5.
We could short rest.
Maybe we should have a short rest.
You also, I
not any-
believe, some of you did buy vitality potions, which would give you
that's
10
true.
HP as like a potential as well.
I don't
Obviously, you don't have to spend them now, but just options that you have.
We have. I have one. You have one.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So that's an option. It's a bonus action to drink yourself as well.
Yeah.
Drink yourself.
Drink yourself.
Drink yourself, silly. So, is the plan to take a short
The
rest?
80s, which is weird.
I'm just going
you
to
wanna
have
press on?
a brief lie down.
Okay,
And
I
he
did see
goes
you.
planking horizontal on the floor.
He's out. He did go fully inside one of those cleaner slimes.
And then I got blasted by ice.
And then the
Also been,
Fire.
and the fire.
Rowan's also been doing like a video game crouch walk the entire time.
true. Oh, and-
Like the calves and the thighs and the back are really
Such
starting
a
to hurt.
great arse after this.
Yeah, it's gonna be solid.
Rock solid.
Your thunderclap is going to be so much stronger.
Can I get it upgraded?
No.
How's everyone else looking?
I'm fine. I was sandwiched between the rest of the people for safety. Graf, how are you?
22 out of 35. So.
Do you want to take a
Sounds
short
like
rest?
potentially.
Taking
Yeah.
a short rest
I mean, if you're
anyway.
taking a short
Oh,
rest,
yeah.
everyone can technically take one or not if they want to.
I will.
Don't forget Rowan's Song of Rest as well. If you do spend any hit dice, you get an extra D6 of HP.
Ooh, very nice.
One dice.
Yeah, for one.
It's
if
just
for
one
once.
D6.
So basically, no matter how many hit dice you spend, you get an extra D6.
I've only got
You do
2
it if
hit
you-
dice left from my previous short
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
Do you get it if you don't spend hit dice?
No.
Okay, you have to spend one to
You've
get
got
spend
to
one
take
to
a
get
short
it.
rest.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm going to need it.
Right, I'm back up.
Nine.
How's Ophelia?
Ophelia's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got like rages and stuff left.
Barely taking a scratch.
Don't forget as well, being with your new warlock level, your spells come back on a short rest for you as well.
Nice.
Your spell slots come back. So
Awesome.
if you do, so it's for you, it's worth taking a short rest, even if you've got HP, because you get your spell slots back.
Awesome.
I have spent 2 hit dice. I'm at full HP here.
Same.
I'm back.
Same, but not fully full.
Not fully full.
But I'm feeling a lot better.
Good. Good.
All right. You spend an hour. It is an hour for the short rest.
Let's make it heroic.
You could do. You do have that ability reset. You could use a heroic short rest if you wanted to.
No. There's not any slimes wandering around, is there?
None. I mean,
Well-
that I wouldn't be able to tell you until you took the short rest.
That's true. Well, we're
Are you setting like a watch? Is anybody gonna scout or keep an eye out for any dangers?
Rowan just sits up like fucking Undertaker.
Well, you're
after an
taking
hour.
you're taking a short rest, so you
I'm
are.
short
Alarm clock.
resting, so I'm doing
Yeah.
nothing.
exact to the second?
I mean, you can be
hour.
conscious while you're short resting. So, yeah, if anybody wants to scout ahead or move away or do anything
I'm
during the
also
short
resting.
rest. Okay.
Ophelia can scout ahead with her dark vision. Just have a look around, see if there's
That's
anything
true,
in
you
the
have dark
vicinity.
Yeah, sure. You spend a bit of time wandering around, just moving ahead of where you were going, doubling back on yourself, checking behind you. You don't see any more signs of those slimes. You don't spot any when you're moving around. It seems that maybe those two were. You don't think that they're supposed to be down here, right? These are the old sewers. You remember being told that these are the old sewers.
Yeah.
It's the new sewers that have these cleaning slimes, getting rid of all the filth. They maybe got in here somehow and like stayed trapped down here or something like that. But yeah, you don't see any more signs in the immediate vicinity of any dangers. You guys spend a long rest. Rowan maybe strumming his lute for a little bit for the Song of Rest.
Horizontal.
That's what the kids call it nowadays.
Wow. And
Rowan straight up talking
you spend an hour, nothing happens. You enjoy your short rest.
Oh, wow.
It would be.
Bit of war.
You're kind of approaching like late afternoon. Not that you can tell.
We
like,
assume.
Yeah, you assume. Like you know how many hours you've been down here. But yeah, it would probably be about late afternoon at this point.
Do we still have your light, Daisy?
Yeah.
Okay. How long is that? Is that just a free thing?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, you can just keep it up
Yeah,
every
yeah.
hour.
Cool. Yeah.
Daisy's light is the only light source you have, which is about 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light after that. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost my.
Wave the dagger
lantern
around in your
a
general
long time
direction.
ago.
I think you left it somewhere.
Okay. Out. It's bright.
He was in
Stabby.
those caves with
You
the.
cut my nose off.
the naughty things.
So, when you set off, could I have your order of who is first? And are you going to keep the same order you had last
So
time?
yeah, Gruff probably because last week I rolled that ridiculous 26, 20.
Yeah, the survival check. Yeah, you've got a very strong mental map, Gruff, of these old sewer tunnels and where you're going.
So I'll go first.
Okay, great.
Do you know how close we are?
You are not far. Like maybe, I mean, these are expansive. Like moving across the town. If you were going across the town, you've got big open streets. It's a lot easier to traverse. These narrow tunnels, you're moving at half speed, maybe like another hour of travel, and then you'll be in the area. But because they twist and move around, you have to kind of go around places, and it's not a straight direct path there.
He says that, but in a Welsh accent.
Oh, hello. Yes, it's all twisty and windy, and you've got to go around there, and I'm moving at half speed because I'm crouched like I'm old. Hello, my name is Gruff. I'm from Tremoro.
A little village
A little village.
called Tremoro, because the little village helps.
Little village.
Called Tremoro.
Does anyone know any good songs?
He's the only wild heart in the village, yes. Anyway,
I'm a bard. What the fuck?
You don't know any good songs for the perfect reverb of this tunnel.
I'm going home.
you set on your way, making your way, these narrow tunnels. There is maybe a point, I'll leave it up to you for your characters to decide, but you've spent a long time now in these quite tight old sewer tunnels. Like, they're stable, they're very well built, there's no risk of them coming down on you, but this is a very tight space. Gruff and Rowan, you're crouched over, hunched up, moving through them. Whether or not how that wants to affect your characters, I leave to you, but you only have this radiant magical light providing illumination, Gruff leading the way. After about an hour, you come to a strange turn, because for the first time it's no longer right angles and straight lines. You come to a diagonal. And Gruff, you know that this is the diagonal part of the old sewers that runs diagonal to the catacombs. They had to be built this way so that they didn't overlap into the cathedral. And it's not far, maybe 20 feet down on this diagonal, where you immediately see something in the light. And you can see that a part of the wall has been broken down and then rebuilt, connecting the two. And there is maybe just a faint flicker of torchlight coming from within the catacombs that is being illuminated as you turn down, allowing you to see it, even in the dim light of the far reaches of Daisy's dagger.
They must have used this sewer as well as the catacombs.
I've also forgotten, once again, it's fate. We're going to work out fate pools.
Fate time!
Fate time.
Hey, watch this, right?
So D6 from everybody. This is a little custom home rule that we use to generate a pool of fate. D6 from everybody. Katie, I'm going to assume that is a dice for me. A 3. That's a dice for me.
I got a 5, which is a dice for me.
A dice for you.
5.
Oh, another dice for you. Thank you very much.
I got a 1.
It's a dice for me. Thank you, Chris Trott.
You're welcome.
A 5. That's a dice for you. And then, I roll it. A 6. Another dice for you.
3 and 3.
No, 4 and 2.
That's what I said.
You idiot! Moron.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
You blundering boob.
Imbecile.
All right, Jesus. There's only so much I can take, guys.
But yeah, just to generate, so you guys currently have 4 points of fate. Don't forget you can spend them on ability checks, attack rolls, or to do fun creative.
Cool stuff.
Cool stuff.
I feel like any
spend mine in
time
a different way.
Rowan talks, it's like right in my ear because you're like hunched down as well.
Hello.
It does echo. It is, it would echo and reverb down here
It's
and
like
stuff
really
as well.
unwanted ASMR.
Yeah, it's like breathing behind me as well.
You can hear my tongue move.
Is Rowan a mouth breather?
No, I hope not. I really hope
You're the one who would get most
would hate
affected
that.
by this.
If
Yeah.
Rowan's like that, I'm gonna end his character.
Could you RP that for me?
Hell no.
Just go right up to that mic there.
Hell no.
So yeah, imagine you have a diagonal corridor. It's about 20 feet down. You see this opening in what I guess would be to you the left-hand wall, so northern wall we'll call it. There is this kind of breach into another corridor, and it does look like there's an elevation change ever so slightly as well, like maybe a slight slope up into the catacombs. But it's definitely, from your distance, you can't tell any details, but you can see that clearly, like there is a connection between the two of them. But you would need to, at this distance, not really able to tell much different. You're looking at it in dim light.
Can I use survival or something of that like to see if there are any noticeable footmarks and paths that have been used to go between the two?
You would need to, if you want to move up, I'm assuming at this point you've just seen this at like 20 feet ahead.
I might suggest that to the team.
Sure, you
look for Xanthias.
Yes, Rowan.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well, very clearly, thank you.
Can you pass it up to the front?
Pretty sure they can... what is it? Don't stop licking your lips, Rowan.
I'm like lips to ear.
Did you put your name in the fire?
No, you just shout that.
How did you put your name in the goblet fire? It's the only way I'll accept it.
Such an inside joke, sorry.
Yeah. He exclaimed calmly.
Should carefully see if there's anyone on the other side and whether they've been using these sewers to get through.
Graf?
Just as a thing, I do have your passive perceptions and stuff written down. So if there is, you would pick up, and I think with those I will tell you, obviously.
Graf, we need to move forward. Rowan wants to see this closer.
Anyone can.
Anyone can, in fact, is what he says, loudly into my ear. I don't know why I'm repeating what he's saying.
I don't know whether to stop this or just let you keep going. It's quite fascinating.
Is it good? Is this Kim or Gruff? It wasn't very Welsh.
Tom, is this how Xanthus is saying all of this? Because it's quite loud. I want to check, obviously.
It's loud enough for Gruff to hear.
Okay.
And you're what, 3 ahead of me?
It's definitely like Xanthus's voice is echoing, through these, stone corridors,
Everybody, you might want to bloody well keep it down.
Language. Sorry. Rowan wants to move forward so we can examine. What was it you were looking for?
Evidence.
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 I'm moving forward, but be careful. We don't want to attract attention. We don't want people to know we're here.
What's she saying? He's saying, sorry.
Keep quiet.
Right.
Are we near the end yet? It smells so bad.
I know, but we need to be quiet. Gruff is saying be quiet.
Are we near the end?
Do your whispery voice.
We should look.
Why do you get so high-pitched when you whisper?
Why did you go high-pitched when you whispered?
It doesn't travel as far. I know the bass travels further. So if I do a high voice, I know it won't travel so far.
Very smart, I think. I don't know.
It's a different frequency.
Okay.
I would like stealth rolls from everybody. I'm going to not give you disadvantage because you were trying to be funny for our Twitch stream.
We're making content.
At this point onwards, I'm going to be clear.
Yeah.
Loud, talking that is above a whisper will impose disadvantage.
Stage whispers, everybody.
Stage whisper for the podcast, but in character, loud speaking will carry.
Okay. Stealth, you say? Mm-hmm. Oh, what up? Hey, what up?
20.
6.
It's going to count this as a group check because you're all moving together.
good.
So 20, 6,
15.
15,
20.
20,
Nat 2022.
22. Okay, so as a majority,
We've ever done.
so I think that in the
Level 20.
in the universe of it, in the actual in-character element, Xanthias is maybe speaking a bit loudly, is not used to keeping his voice down, and that's the lower stealth check. But the group of you do kind of move through. Obviously, Daisy's light can't really be hidden that well. Are you keeping it up, Daisy? But you're going to need it to see. But you are quiet as you move.
Excellent.
You are a little small, but that light's a bright light. When you get to the breach in the between the catacombs and the old sewer tunnels.
I will put the light off when we get to the...
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there is a
Just
light.
because
There is a
there's-
light
yeah,
in
there's
there.
a torch in there.
It's flickering torchlight, so it's all in dim light. You guys
That's
are all in
fine.
dim light at this point. I know some of you do have low light vision, which will help you in low light conditions. For you, Ophelia, with your dark vision, you can see everything kind of clearly in that black and white, but you lose all the color basically.
Okay,
Like
cool.
everything's kind of muted and desaturated for you, but you can see pretty clearly, like details wise, up to the 60 feet. Yeah, you find that the wall between the stone and the wall between the catacombs and the old sewer tunnel has been quite, it's been connected. Like stones have been removed and then a cave or a tunnel has been cut. It's not very long, like it's maybe 5 feet of rock that's been cut through to connect the two. But yeah, that's what you guys find. Anything more, you'll need to make rolls if you want to learn more information. But you can see that it leads into. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. There is, like I said, a flicker of torchlight in the catacombs, and that extends diagonally that way as well. North and south, we'll call it.
Do you reckon dust would collect in a place like a sewer? Is it?
Presume so. There's like air ducts a way back, right? The wind would pick stuff up.
It was like dried, like dirt and, old sewer matter has like dried and crusted here and stuff like that as well.
Well, also it depends if those slimes picked it up or not.
That's true.
Cleany slimes.
That could change all of the assumptions.
This area, like, because you've seen what it looks like, the slimes clean it to like perfectly. This doesn't look like the slimes came to this area.
So something's collected here over time.
Yeah.
So I was going to suggest if we look at the stones that have been moved and put back, if there's any dust collected on them and how recent that would have been as a result. If it's been a very recent.
So you want to see if this has been a recent excavation?
Yeah.
Cool. Give me an investigation check from Rowan.
While he's doing that, can I look for tracks?
Yep, you can. That'd be a survival roll.
2.
Rowan, you look, this is very well worked stone, clearly the work of people who know what they're
Stone.
doing. You have no idea how recently this was done.
I can't tell.
Big dust.
16.
16 on a survival check.
Spent everywhere.
So, Gruff, you take a moment, you kind of get down low, examine the ground, and you can see that there are tracks, several tracks. You can tell that they are coming and going in between the catacombs and here. You can see that they lead into the catacombs and then lead out, and then they go further into the old sewer system, but they also go further into the catacombs as well. You can tell with that survival check that there were several human-sized individuals, a couple of small, like halfling or gnome-sized individuals, or children, like young human children, and at least one dwarf, maybe two.
Okay. What?
You, with that roll of a 16, you can follow that the tracks lead further into the sewer tunnels and the catacombs, but you don't necessarily know. Once you get to a certain distance, you lose the tracks.
Yeah.
You can't follow them any further.
And the ones that are going into the catacombs, are they coming out from the catacombs?
It's
to
all
the sewer?
crossed
It's
over.
all crossed over.
It's like coming and going.
Did we say it's the guy who was missing, Morris? Did you know if he was a halfling or
Oh, I don't think we ever asked.
Why do I get the feeling he was a...
dwarf?
Yeah, I thought he was a...
No, he was a dwarf, yeah, because we checked his rooms.
Dwarf, yeah.
He was a dwarf.
We had a party of either children or gnomes.
And there is dwarf tracks here as well.
One dwarf.
Yeah, at least one or maybe two. Dwarf tracks are kind of harder to tell because they're like mid-sized between halfling and human, but they're deeper because they're heavier set. But it could just be a human in like heavy armor with small feet. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Tiny child.
hard to tell.
Can I spider climb up onto the roof of the tunnel and just keep an ear out in case anyone comes in?
Yeah, the tunnel isn't very high, so it's like probably.
All fours, like scram.
Yeah, you're kind of on all fours scrambling. Like the tunnel probably isn't much taller than like 5'5", 5'6". So anybody taller than that was kind of hunching and craning their neck. So you go up on the ceiling and you're like, "Ah," like on all fours. Yeah.
Bump heads with me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gruff.
What's the plan here? What do you...
I'm just keeping an ear out in case anyone comes into the catacombs and then we can scoot back inside.
I mean, you're now upside down, like face to face with me.
Hello.
It's like her head stayed in the same spot.
You just run up there because it's circular, right? So you like, yeah.
Just hair all in your face.
I don't know.
Grudge, just...
This scene in Spider-Man felt very different.
Okay, what did you find, Gruff?
I found that there are several tracks, a couple of humans, a couple of small, maybe halflings, maybe gnomes, maybe children, and a couple of dwarf tracks. Didn't you say that Morris fella was a dwarf?
Yes, you think they might have come through here?
It looks like it.
Did you say a couple of dwarf tracks?
Yes, one, maybe. It's a bit mucky because they're crossing over. There's no like, oh, this person definitely went this way. It's all crossing in and out.
Any sign of struggling?
Not really.
I mean, based on that survival roll, you can't tell that. But that might be more of like maybe if another survival check or an investigation check to see if there was any kind of a struggle or anything like that here.
Not that I can tell.
Okay. I'm at a loss of what I can do here.
Anybody can make any check, even if you're not good at it, remember.
Can I look and
And
see?
you've got fate.
Can I see
That's
if
true.
there's any writing or anything on the walls that might have, like, look for thieves' camp?
Yeah, you look around, Daisy. You spend some time. Like you've recognised some of the symbols that the sort of criminal elements and pickpockets and things like that occasionally leave. You've learnt your wanderings. Like you and Nim have picked up on things here and there of things to avoid. You don't see any sign of any kind of writing or inscriptions or anything like that. But while you're looking, give me an investigation check.
12.
12. Yeah, you don't see any sign of writing or anything like that. The only thing you can tell is that whoever made this, like, kind of took these stones out, clearly was very skillful, like some sort of artisan. Like, these haven't been, like, broken away with pickaxes and hammers. These have been very carefully removed, and it's been sort of, the tunnel's been carved with very skilled hands. Somebody who clearly knows how to work stone and is maybe has some training in architectural plans or something like that.
I will relay that quietly to the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody of intellect and trained in as an artisan. Somebody's taking great care to do this.
So it doesn't look hasty.
Doesn't look hasty. Doesn't look like it's been blasted. It's not been used like I said, no pickaxes and hammers, no explosives.
Very secretive.
Yeah.
Someone like a
quiet.
lamplighter or
Potentially.
or a stonemason.
Also suggests there was no urgency, meaning that this was all planned ahead of time. Or it's been doing the rounds multiple times. This is a common route, maybe.
Unless it was done magically? That'd be quicker.
You'd be the one to know.
I wouldn't know what to look for, but...
Well, you have more of an affinity with
Yeah.
magic than most of us.
Okay. I guess I'll look at the wall to see if I can spot any, sigils or,
Daisy's already looked. There's no writing or symbols or anything
okay.
at all. No, it's all just plain stone here.
Looks pretty mundane to me.
You would need something like detect magic. Like, you
Yeah.
need spells like detect magic to determine if there are magical auras and things like that. Residue of spells, that sort of thing.
Just be time to start dismantling the wall and going through.
Oh, it's already...
It's dismantled.
It's open.
Yeah.
It's not been replaced. It has been left open.
Right.
There is light
I thought it
coming
was just
through.
little gaps.
No. This is big enough for a person to walk through.
Right. I say we go through.
Follow the tracks then. For some reason, I also thought it was closed.
Maybe because you two don't ever listen.
It's also, we don't listen.
I think it's because we don't listen.
The fact that everybody else was just like, yeah, no, it's open. So, yeah, you see that there is, like I said, there is this connection. You can just step through, lights coming through from the other side. It's deadly silent.
Griffith will step forward.
Okay.
Yeah. as quietly as possible.
and move into the catacombs of the cathedral. So there's a slight incline, maybe 5 foot, 4 foot sort of like incline that you go up. You step out into torchlight, you can see that the catacombs themselves are lit by iron torches in sconces, like old school flaming torches. These aren't everlights, these are actual, are hand-lit kind of torches in, very well-made metal sconces. They're spaced sort of every sort of 30 feet or so, so the corridor is quite brightly lit. You can see that the corridor extends diagonally to the southeast. It also goes to the northwest and then quickly turns directly north as well. The passageway to the southeast, that diagonal, continues on for some distance, beyond the light that you can see. It seems to go maybe 80, 90 feet, and then it turns to a corridor leading to the east, sorry.
Which direction did we enter this, the sewers to find the wall? Are we going in a certain direction?
You were also going southeast because it's a parallel diagonal,
Right.
but you came from the west, so you were heading east, took a diagonal, and now you're
My
in
intuition is we continue southeast, because that would be the route.
Do we have, so Rowan and Gruff went to check the blueprints of the catacombs and the sewers and all of that.
And you've got a pretty strong memory of
Yeah.
that. I don't think you saw the tunnels of... Oh, you did see the tunnels of the catacombs and the sewers, yeah. So you have a pretty strong memory of both, Gruff.
So if we were to be like, okay, Mark, I would like to look for, I don't know, a tomb or
Yeah, there's
a
several
large...
along this diagonal.
Yeah.
There are several rooms that are all where they keep the ashes, like they keep them in urns and they put them on pedestals and like in alcoves and things like that. Memorial shrines.
So I guess like,
There are 3 of those rooms along this diagonal.
okay. If I was to say, was there a space, like a larger space where like multiple people could be in it?
Yeah, the 3rd room down is a larger shrine tomb.
Okay.
So it would have space for people to be in there.
A good place to start.
Yeah. So one place we might be looking for is where these missing lamplighters are being held, or I don't know, maybe have taken themselves or something like that. A meeting place, maybe. So maybe a room that is quite large. If I remember from when we looked at those maps, down here.
Just to clarify for Gruff, did you mean a place just in the catacombs or in both, by the way? Like a place large enough in the old sewers as well, or just in the catacombs? In the catacombs,
Yeah.
okay.
Catacombs.
There might also be, much like this wall, another expertly hidden nook or something from the catacombs that leads into a secret room. So we should be on the lookout behind things or
Secret rooms.
secret rooms.
Okay.
But we can start in that big room.
What does the secret room look like?
And you can't see it. It's a secret.
So I'm looking for something I can't see.
Yes. That's been expertly made without a hint or trace of its existence.
Is this anything that you'd be able to detect?
No.
At all? Not even
Maybe.
interacting with stone? I've seen you do that.
If I'm given enough time.
Okay.
Right. If I see something that I can't see, that I'm not meant to see, I'll give you a shout.
Please do. But not too loudly.
Too loud.
Okay. I'll give you a sign.
Yes.
So, Gruff, you lead them into that corridor now, heading to the southeast, following that diagonal along. You mark 2 doors. The doors are beautifully made. They're inlaid with not quite silver, it would probably be like a polished steel. Decorations depicting Malia and Pyrrhus and the Scions. Several of the saints as well are depicted, mainly Saint Dethier, the blind, skeletal-faced archer watching over the dead. There are symbols of flame. Volcanoes feature prominently as well, which is very cauldron, as burial, cremation, and volcanoes have a strong, and fire has a strong resonance in cauldron. The first 2 doors you ignore. You know that they lead to slightly smaller rooms, maybe too small. But the 3rd one is definitely larger. The doors are double doors. They are closed, and they look like heavy stone. You do not... there are just handles, in the doors. You do not see any sort of, like, clever opening system or anything like that. They look like they just open.
Can you hear anything in there?
If you'd like to make an active, if you want to try and specifically listen to the door, you can make a perception check.
I
Anyone can?
Natural 20 plus
Natural
6.
20.
So 26 total.
26 as well. That's important because it adds to the, extra.
I'm in the
extra
room,
5.
but I'm not in the room. But I'm in the room.
It feels great, right?
Rough. You strain your wild heart leonine senses, and you cannot hear anything beyond this door. It sounds dead quiet. What you do hear, and only because you got a natural 20 and you got 26, 20 plus 25, 25 or higher, back in the old sewers where you just came from, the faintest sound of like scrabbling, like little claws or something on stone, like a rat or like a little creature, like a beast was like on stone, and you can barely hear it. There's a moment where everyone kind of goes silent, nobody's even breathing, and you just happen to pick up on it, only because you have these super heightened senses, being a wild heart.
It's Ophelia. On the ceiling.
So I can't hear anything in this room,
Okay, good.
but I can hear something in the sewers.
It sounded like it was moving away as well, like back deeper into the sewers the way you were heading.
What, behind us?
If we think about this, if people are like bringers, for example, are wishing to use the cathedral and thus the catacombs to get somewhere else, this would be the starting point. They'd use the wall to get into the old sewers to get somewhere else. We're going the wrong way around.
So we should go back that way?
And go further in the sewers, perhaps.
Okay, that's further away from the dead people, so I'm quite happy with that.
They're all ashes and things now.
Yes, but we've... anyway.
I want to get whatever that thing is. I'm worried.
Did it sound
And
big?
Gruff just starts moving, like to where he thinks he heard, and tries to track.
You can try. This is gonna be very difficult. I literally only gave you that sound because you got a nat 20 or 26. Nat 20 is not an automatic success, but you got such a high result. I gave you that. I'm gonna tell you now, this is gonna be a very high DC to try and locate that thing again, because it sounded like it was moving away, and by the time you step back in through, because you have to go all the way up the corridor, out and back into the sewer tunnel, this thing is gonna have, if it was moving, it would have at least a round of movement away, so it's gonna make it pretty tough. But roll it and see what happens.
Some fate.
Am I rolling?
Perception. If you're trying to like listen for it, perception. If you want to try and track it, it would be survival.
I got a 6 in both, so...
Using fate as well.
I'll put my light on as well.
She's using fate.
Okay, you'd like to spend a fate? Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
No. I rolled an 8 plus 6, which is
14.
14 plus 1, 15. So.
15. Unfortunately not. Whatever it was has moved off already. All I will tell you with a 15 is you definitely heard it basically head south from this junction. The old sewer tunnel you're in heads southeast for a moment, and then it turns and heads straight south after that.
Okay. I think we've lost it. But,
I mean, there's all manner of vermin and things down here.
well, there isn't because of the slimes, so I'm worried that it might be something like a spy or something reporting back to someone.
We should
Look, let's move. There's nothing in that. I heard nothing in that room. Let's go open the room, at least see if there's anything in there.
If we've been spotted, we may as well move quickly.
Yes. Let's go.
So you want to go back into the catacombs and go to that room you were listening
Yeah.
at. Okay. You make your way back in. It's about a round. You get to there. You go to push open the doors. I mean, they have handles, but they are locked. There is like a like a section for a key and things like that. You know, these are locked chambers.
Damn it, I had the option for
knock.
spell, knock, yeah. Didn't pick it.
Bugger.
Smash it in.
It's heavy stone. It would be very difficult to break. Possible, but difficult.
Any locks? There's literally a
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. It's part of the handle. It's like there's like a key lock basically.
I could try and pick the lock,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah.
It's basically Dex plus proficiency because you've got Thieves' Tools proficiency.
Rowan's going to kind of stand guard by the hole in the wall.
Okay. So you move back to that hole in the wall.
Stay stationed there.
Alrighty.
So it'd be
Dex plus proficiency.
+6.
If you don't have expertise in it, which I'm assuming you don't.
No. What? Sleight of hand?
No, it's
No.
specifically thieves' tools. Yeah, you can take expertise in thieves' tools for things like picking locks and disarming traps and stuff like that. So it'd just be Dex plus proficiency.
You want to fade it?
What?
You want to fade it? All right. Do it.
What are you looking at?
14.
14. 14's not enough to pick the lock. It would be DC probably 15 on these. So you get close, but it's just taking you some time. I'd say with a 14, you're close enough that you could pick this lock, but it's going to take you like 10 minutes. Like, if you just keep trying it, you think you can get it, but it's going to take you 10 minutes, basically. So you will succeed eventually. It's just a bit of a tricky lock that Daisy's struggling with.
While Daisy's trying with the lock, can I try the room like one back?
Yeah. You go back. It's the same thing. They do have these stone doors. They are locked. They would kind of keep all of these locked just for making sure nobody comes in and defiles the ashes and things like that, or tries to rob them. There's maybe some riches, or some of them might be worth something. It's unfortunately locked. You can listen to it or do anything anybody else wants to do.
Can I have a look around at some of the burials and just like read some of the inscriptions on like the
doorways
urns
and
and
things
just
like
have a
that.
look.
Yeah, well, there's no urns directly in the corridors,
Okay.
right? The urns
all
are stored
inside
in
the
the
rooms.
rooms,
I see,
but the
okay.
doors do have things like inscriptions written on them.
look at those.
It looks like the smaller rooms that, like the three that you are on this diagonal. The two smaller ones are what they would call like communal burial chambers. So you have like and on the doors are written the names of families and individuals who are laid to rest here. Has their dates of their deaths and their births and things like that. And there's a bunch of different names. These are all Cauldron, Ashen Rest locals. The larger room is what's called a family chamber, and it's for the more affluent, like wealthier families. They normally will have a whole room here that their family is laid to rest in. This room in particular belongs to the Dios family. Dios. Dios.
The biggest room.
Yeah, the big room that you're currently looking at, the Dios room.
Okay.
Does the name ring a bell? Does anybody know of this Dios family? They must be
Dios.
important for them.
Xanthius, you might have vaguely heard of the Dios family. They're just wealthy merchants. They run
Anything in Rust End?
probably not in Rust End. They probably they would be they live here in Ashen Rest, but their businesses operate in the main city of Pharos.
Okay.
They operate in the big city, basically.
Right.
Go ahead, I think. Sorry. If I fail an ability check
You've
using
got
a
your
skill
knack.
I have proficiency with, I can roll a d6 and add that to the check.
Do you want to do that now?
Can I?
Because you
it's the first time I've done.
Yeah, it's the
this.
first time you've done it, and like you forgot you had that ability. You need to remember it moving on next time.
A 3.
Okay, 3. So, but it would have been a 17,
17,
which is enough. The DC was 15, right? So we'll say that like you spend some time, and then Nim is. I think this is a good point of like explaining what this ability would be like. As you are trying to do it, and you're kind of getting frustrated, like you're not kind of getting it. You feel Nim's essence kind of connect with you, and for the first time flow out of your mind and more into your body, and you almost feel this tingle down your arms, in your veins, and you feel like your fingers, not against your will, but almost being guided, like lift this one, move this hand, do this, as Nim is going to lend her experience, or their experience, to what you're doing, and that's where the knack comes in, right, of Nim's experience kind of lading it to you. And you hear a click, and the door is unlocked.
But this is still after a small period of
But
time.
like
Yeah.
a couple of minutes. Enough time for Gruff and Rowan and Ophelia to do their stuff, and then
Yeah.
we catch up to it.
Just sorry, I've not done it successfully
Wait,
yet.
you got the door?
Yeah.
Quietly, I say. Not loudly. Okay.
Oh, good job, Daisy. Well done.
Rowan. Yeah, they are big, they are heavy, but the doors, you push them inwards. They slide open. There is a bit of a grumble and a strain, and as you open it, it leads into the interior of a very beautifully kept, ornate looking burial chamber. There are two large, one is like an altar and then one is a statue. Seems to maybe show the founder of the family, like the progenitor. And then there are alcoves around the room in which these ornate, beautiful gold and silver, some of them have rubies and sapphires inlaid into the burial urns, are stored in these chambers. You can see now why maybe this was this was locked up. There are inscriptions written on the altars, written in a sort of local Cauldron Draconic. So unless you can read Draconic, you don't understand it. Okay, yeah.
I think I do.
Yeah, well, you would. As a Dragonborn, you would.
I do indeed.
Yeah, so it's basically just a kind of an imperial prayer of prosperity.
Okay.
It's kind of a thing that would be said by, dragons who wished for wealth and power and affluence and things like
So
that.
if I read it out loud, it'd be something that everyone else would recognise? Or
Yeah, you probably guys, those of you who are kind of more ingrained with like city, I don't think like Gruff would, because I don't think Tremor is like a very like businessy town. It's quite rural. Rowan maybe has heard it in your travels. Daisy would have heard it in Cauldron towns and things like that. It's like a blessing. It's like asking for a blessing from the dragons for good fortune, basically. Good fortune and wealth and things like that. And obviously this family believed in that for their wealth and prosperity.
It says here they were straight up chalking it.
No.
Oh, you're gonna get a DM slap.
It does not say that. I'm vetoing that quite hard. I know they say yes and, sometimes you say no.
Yeah.
It's more like no, Tom.
No, Tom. Yeah. Regardless of yes and, it's no, Tom.
That's actually just an improv rule.
Yeah.
That's allowed.
I'll be honest, you open this up, there is no sign that anyone else has been in here for some time.
Rowan is taken aback by the majesty of this
it's
beautiful
very-
stonework and all these rubies.
Gold, silver.
He's welling up.
I
This
know,
is
Rowan.
stunning.
It's a shame they cremate their dead as well. And
No, what?
what?
I don't know what I'm
So
crying.
you're not crying about that?
No, the beauty of the gems and the choices of rubies and the exquisite carving of the stone itself. Look at that statue.
Yes.
Beautiful
quite
use.
exquisite. Yes. The detail.
Such a shame to be locked away.
Yes, I agree. It should be seen by everyone.
What was that about? Cremation?
Oh, it just feels like a shame. So much wasted potential. Never mind. It's what you do in Elmera, so.
Oh. Sorry, there's something over there I've got to go to now.
Rowan, can you hear anything in the vibrations of this invisible room that I can't see that I should be seeing?
Now, if we're worried about time, I can sit here and attune to the environment, but it will take me some time. 10 minutes.
Is it worth spending time? It looks like no one's been in here for...
No, I don't think this room in particular, but, oh, bloody hell, I don't know what I'm doing down here.
I
Do you think we should go back to the sewers?
That's my thought, is they're using the catacombs to get into the sewers, and that's their secret tunnel to a different location.
Secret tunnel.
Through the
mountains.
Through the catacombs. I'm just worried that whatever that thing I heard was maybe reporting, and so they'll be bringing someone here, and they might come through the sewers. Through us, if we go back out. But if we go through the catacombs, we can maybe go back up.
It might be less criminal if we're not in here right now.
Oh, by the saints and scions, I've just done something incredibly immoral, haven't I?
Technically, I
Oh,
did
no.
Yes, we're very much in a...
Oh, right,
sewer.
everyone out. Everyone out. Xanthias, don't touch that.
I'm
Don't
not
touch
touching
that
anything.
stuff.
I'm paying respects. That's why we're here. It's not criminal to pay respects.
It is in this room.
Tell me you know them. Tell me you're paying respects to this family that you know.
I've not met them. I've heard.
That's the wrong answer. Oh, no.
That's
Gruff,
my dad.
gonna- On the shelf.
Wow. No relation. No idea. Who they are. Let's just leave.
walk out of here, lock the door, and continue on.
You able to lock it? You didn't break the lock, did you?
No.
Okay, good. Let's just.
It would be another check to lock it with your picks if you want to try and lock this door.
I can keep watch down the corridor if you want and listen out if anyone is coming down through the catacombs. Need time.
I mean, if you want to, it's just if you did want to try and lock it behind you, it would be another check.
No, but if they find us down here with an open room, oh, we're gonna be in so much trouble.
I'll try. 25.
25, yeah. With a flick of the wrist, Daisy's able to like pull it back, and with a pick, lock it. And
Okay, Daisy, now we are locked in the room.
When you get, I'm not going to be that.
1 hour of oxygen.
So you leave the Dios family burial chamber, or the family sort of not burial chamber because you're not buried here. It's like a mausoleum. It's like a remembrance. Where are you going now? It continues to the southeast, and then it seems to head east, or you can go northwest back to the joining tunnel, and then it heads north as well from there. Where are you heading?
Rowan suggests going back to the sewers and continuing down the path that we were on.
Okay.
That's Rowan's suggestion.
Go towards the noise that Gruff heard.
What was the direction the trail was going? The footsteps?
Southeast.
Southeast.
But it went both ways.
Yeah.
You lost the trail after a few steps, but it basically
It was
went
just going
into
both
here
ways.
and it went into the sewer tunnels. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't want to go towards them because I think the noise is bringing more trouble towards us. I don't
Might
know.
also be the place that we're looking for, though.
Might also be the place we're looking for as well. We could split the party.
No.
We're
That's a
in
great idea.
a series of interlocking corridors. Do you know what we're good at? Corridors.
Yeah.
So let's split the party.
I think so
In fact,
far we're displaying real
let's-
aptitude for corridors right
Let's
now.
all individually split up, so it's 6 one-person, 5 one-person parties,
Oh no, that's good.
and then we can cover every compass point.
Yeah.
Old catacombs, old
And
sewers, and
I'm
we
leaving
have
the sewers.
we have no way of
I'm-
communicating with each other.
no way of communicating each other.
So
I'm going back
So-
to our haunted inn. It's safer
Yeah.
there.
okay.
So let's just
Bye.
one by one. Yeah.
All right, you first, Gruff.
Oh, I'm the one with
Let's
healing
get the
spells.
fuck out of here.
No, let's go. I
Southeast.
guess towards the. See,
Northeast,
now you said
northwest.
separate. Yeah.
You can just say we're going to go back into the old sewers,
And then continue
south, following the noise that Gruff
Following the
heard.
diagonal the way we came in, just continue down.
Yeah, you make your way back into the to the tunnel that's been bridged between the two. Can everybody make a perception check for me, though, please? Just as you begin making your way back towards that tunnel.
There it is. Oh, God in heaven, have mercy upon my soul. What did I do? Who did I
17.
wrong?
17,
23.
23 for Gruff,
12.
12 for Ophelia,
11.
11,
2.
2. Gruff
What's the likelihood of
and
blind
Looking
right
at
now,
a
Tom?
wall.
Gruff and Rowan, as you are basically stepping
Rowan.
through back into the old tunnels.
Trying.
Can you just turn my monitor back? It's turned off.
Sure.
somehow.
Yeah.
As you are stepping back into the old sewers, you hear, coming from the north in the catacombs, you hear quite a heavy metal door sound, and you hear heavy, maybe armored footsteps beginning to sound louder and louder.
People coming. Heavy footsteps, armored.
You
Be
hear
ready.
that as you are. It's quite distant, but
They're
growing
here.
loud.
They're here right now.
Do we go back the way we came? Because they're kind of come into the catacombs, right? So do we?
I don't remember seeing any other exits from the sewers.
Someone is following us, though. Or they've been sent out,
We're being surrounded on both sides.
maybe.
One set or multiple?
It would sound like at this point one. No, it would be multiple.
Coming from, the...
In the catacombs, the north, the corridor that you've not gone down yet, which seems to extend quite far.
in the catacombs.
In the
directions.
catacombs, above you, basically to the north,
So we should
not behind you, not
go
from the
back
way you
to
just
the
came.
sewers.
So we could go.
We could
flee
go
into
back to the sewers.
Yeah, you still can. Yeah, this is like something else has. There's something else going on. Maybe.
It could be Sir Griold.
I doubt it.
How many did you say there were?
There's several. It's hard to tell exactly how many. 23. I would say Gruff can probably tell that it's maybe 3 or 4 sets.
Do you
It's
think?
not worth the risk.
That's not so real.
I don't think Sir Griot would have brought.
Does it sound like Sir Griold?
Nice try. Nice try.
No, he wouldn't.
I'm going to give you a second here, otherwise I'm going to take it into a new round.
Sewers.
Right, so you move back into the corridor. You head a short ways, about 10 feet to the southeast. It turns south, and then you follow that 20 feet down to a T-junction leading east and west.
Where have we been before? I'm sorry.
This is all. Don't worry about where you've been before. This is all a new direction.
It's all
You're going in a
So,
new direction.
We haven't
Yeah.
been here before.
Yeah.
And it's beyond.
I'm just going to give you east and west. I'm tracking where you're going. Unless you guys want to draw a physical map out yourselves.
I've been
then if
trying.
Daisy wants to sit there to try and draw out a map, you can do.
Can I?
Yeah, if you want to try and draw one out, yeah.
If we were to try and
You
head
show it
to
to me and
city
I'll tell you if it's
walls, if above we were trying to.
Yeah, Gruff could probably work that out. You probably want to, if you wanted to head straight to a city wall from where you are, the best place to have gone would have been north, because that would have been the shortest distance to the city walls, because they're quite close to the cathedral. Otherwise, you want to head south a bit and then either go all the way south or start heading back west, which leads you back into the main center of the town.
Okay.
That's if you want to go to the city walls.
Gruff would suggest the city walls because maybe people are trying to get out of the city. I don't know.
Agreed.
So
South, which would be left.
Right now, you have east and west is where you can go. You've headed south, and I said that you came to a T-junction.
Yeah,
east and west.
yeah.
But remember that this is a bigger space. To go south, you might
Yeah.
have to go east or west and then turn south.
So can we go whichever one would backtrack us to get?
We don't know. Yeah.
Let's
Go east.
Right now, you just need to tell me where you're going.
Which feels good.
East.
So you want to head east? All right. So Rowan, sounds like Rowan's leading the team at the minute, right? You're up front?
Yeah.
So what's your current marching order? So we got Rowan at the front.
Rowan.
Ophelia can go behind Rowan.
Are you still on the ceiling?
Yeah, we can be on the ceiling.
You could be walking in a spiral.
We have Rowan, Ophelia, because it is 5 feet. It's narrow. There's only room.
I
It's
could
single
go
file.
Middle.
Daisy
That
middle.
is what Tom's done here.
No, God, no. No, not at all. There's not a single universe in which my map is correct.
What if it is though?
Where did?
After Daisy, who's going next?
Xanthias and Gruff.
So Gruff is at the rear.
So
So right now, Rowan is in the lead. So he's basically going to be choosing the direction unless you tell him another way to go. So you head east from where you are currently, Rowan. It heads about 20 feet to the east, and then it turns once again in a diagonal heading southeast. You pursue that for about 40 feet, and you come back out into a junction which heads east and west.
If we
East
keep
and
going
west.
east, it's a bit more south than it was.
this is so confusing.
Yeah,
I can't
it's-
even begin
can't.
to.
I'm just seeing a
I
spiral.
don't know where we started to even.
East sounds good.
I can't.
If that's east, then let's keep going east.
I mean, these are quite labyrinthian, right? These are all just 5 foot narrow corridors. There's no landmarks apart from the entrance where you joined the catacombs.
The way
That's
to
where
solve
what
a
I
maze.
don't know.
Keep following
I
the
could have
left
done
wall.
it from there,
Yeah.
where we joined the.
From there, it went southeast 10 feet, headed south 20 feet, and then that was the first junction where Rowan went east from.
East, and now
So
we're
you went
going
east, you've gone, and then you went.
southeast.
So you went east for 20 feet, then you went southeast for another 40 feet, and now you're at another junction heading east and west.
East and
That
west.
is looking vaguely right at the
Show
moment.
me.
Do another diagonal heading southeast because that you've gone down there.
Southeast.
Yep.
My dyslexic brain can't cope.
Well, right now, Rowan.
Your
What are you
choice,
doing?
Rowan.
Like that.
This is all.
Right. Yep. And then there's a corridor going east and west at the very bottom. So just draw a straight
I
line.
trust in my boy Ro. Ro, fight the power.
Let's keep going east.
Yeah, east.
East.
All right, you head east about 40 feet. Again, all plain stone, really not much to distinguish anything. And then it is a sharp turn heading south, so a right turn, an L
Good.
shape heading south. That extends, you travel that, following it for about 40 feet, and then it becomes a cross junction. So it becomes east and west and further south.
Wanted to go south.
I just keep going south, right?
Okay, you head south.
Plodding south.
South right or south?
South.
South. You begin making your way south, Rowan, and then you feel something at your knees tug as you hit a wire.
Oh.
The wire gets pulled. I'm going to ask all of you basically at this point, you can either use a reaction. I will let you move 5 feet or do something simple like drop prone, lift your shield up, or do something. But you basically, Rowan, you pull, you feel something yank like a wire, and then there's like a moment where something's going to happen, maybe. You've hit a trap, basically.
Shit. Okay, I'm going to use my creation ability.
Is that a full action?
Yeah.
It has to be a reaction or something very simple like drop prone, 5 feet of movement, lift your shield up, something like that.
I'm going to just hit the deck.
So you go prone?
Yeah.
Would Ophelia's dangerous sense have helped in snagging that?
That triggers when you make a saving throw and stuff like that. So.
I'm like 4 back. Rowan drops in front of 2 people in front of me. I don't see shit.
The thing is, the axe slot where it's going to come out is
Yeah.
actually at Xanthias level right now.
That's an interesting trap.
Yeah, it cuts you perfectly in half.
But only the person 4 back from you.
Yeah.
Not
'Cause
you.
The wire has like a delay system, so they thought that.
But for
you'd
the
start
other
running,
direction.
you start running away from the
Right.
trap.
Yeah, so Rowan, Trot, you're actually right.
What?
Rowan is 5 feet ahead of where the wire was, because by the time you've pulled it and realised, you are the next 5 feet from where you were. So you're 5 feet beyond where the wire was, basically.
That's a long wire, because 5 foot is me. So-
It's 5 foot across the tunnel, basically.
Right.
So imagine it's across, Rowan's hit it, and he's moved forward as it's been pulled tight. It's like a tripwire.
I get
across
that,
the
but I'm
tunnel.
saying moving 5 foot forward and being unaware that a wire is on you.
It came loose with him.
Yeah,
Like he's
right.
pulled it with him. He's not tripped him. It's actually tugged something and something's come free and he's
Right.
now pulling the wire with him.
It's also just an elastic band. It's not actually a trap. It's just an elastic band.
It's just an
gonna
elastic
slap
band
the
stretched
person
across
behind
it.
you.
Yeah. So Rowan hits the deck, so you go prone. Anybody else doing anything?
Moving back.
So you would jump into with Xanthias. You'd jump into where Xanthias currently is, because he was behind you.
I'm in the middle, right?
Yeah. Yep.
If you're jumping back, I'm turning against the wall.
Well, I'd say that you can share the same space.
Yeah, yeah.
You can basically huddle up next to each other and you can jump back. So Daisy jumps back and joins Xanthias. Gruffith, anything?
I want to move back as well, but can I don't know if it's too much, can I like grab Xanthias and pull him back with me?
Thrown around like a rag doll.
I would say you can grab Xanthias. You wouldn't be able to grab Daisy because she's moving at the same time, but you could grab Xanthias and pull him back.
Yeah.
Oh, Daisy. Oh, Gruff!
And then Ophelia.
You're coming with me.
Man. I'm behind Rowan, so I feel like I'm going to be whatever this is.
You are where the
my base.
tripwire
Yeah.
was.
So can I spider climb, scrabble forward behind Rowan, like
So
follow
you
Rowan?
follow Rowan. So you'd be in the same space as Rowan. So you only
Yes.
get 5 feet in this. All right. So you'd move
the
to the same
ceiling.
space
On the
ceiling, but he's flat on the ground.
Yeah.
You're flat on the ceiling above him.
That's the only chance you get
Yeah.
to like squeeze in the same spot.
So what happens is, as Rowan tugs that tripwire and it comes loose and pulls with him, you will make these movements as you hear this very rapid fuse burning sound, and you see these flash lines of fire go from the space where you were to the 2 5-stone flagstones currently underneath Rowan and Ophelia, and where Daisy was before she jumped back.
Oh.
You see something explode under the stone, causing stone and metal shrapnel to blast upwards into Rowan and Ophelia.
My belly.
I need Rowan, you're going to make dex with disadvantage. Ophelia, you get dex with advantage because of danger sense. So Rowan, unfortunately, going prone, screwed you there, unfortunately. Not that you had any way of knowing.
Grenade!
Nat 20
Oh, very good.
with disadvantage.
With disadvantage,
So
unfortunately,
they're
you're
shooting
prone.
up from the ground.
19.
Shoots up.
Okay, because Ophelia's like above Rowan, right?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of giving the danger sense,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a big explosion, by the way.
Okay.
Wait,
Well,
now-
it sounds like the person who had disadvantage has somehow managed to succeed.
Yeah.
Whereas the one with
I
advantage.
got 15.
15's good. 15's a success.
Right.
15's a success.
Okay.
21. At
21 is a
disadvantage.
success. 21 is a success. So,
I just take the blast.
Right, you come to
well, I imagine that Rowan manages to roly-poly.
Yeah.
Like, as he hears this explosion, you just roll to the side, which shields you from some. You're going to take half damage still. Ophelia, you manage to basically, like a cat that's been scared, just like leap away, but he does still catch you.
Cat that's seen a cucumber.
Yeah, but that's how I imagine it for sure.
Hackles up.
Yeah.
So you're going to be taking half of this damage.
Oh, God.
So it would have. That's quite a bad roll for me as well. It would have been 8 fire damage, so half to 4,
Lovely.
and then it would be 1 point of slashing damage. That's already halved, and 1 point of bludgeoning. Really terrible damage roll from me.
What a garbage trap.
So the trap. It looks like it was maybe the stone impacted some of the blast. It was meant to shatter it and send it up as shards. Maybe it wasn't powerful enough. And you do only take, that would have been a total of 6 points of damage, halved for all of you. As you throw yourself aside, the other side effect is this is very loud.
Yeah.
There is this horrendous smell.
Oh, God.
A smell that Ophelia, you cannot help but remember.
No.
There is the stench of demon about this, whatever explosive. There is something demonic about this explosive.
Ophelia immediately rages.
Just
Demons!
yeah, you feel the blood pump. The heartbeat it thuds in your head,
Senses heighten,
Yeah.
alert, full alert.
and you see, and like you can see that underneath you, Rowan, like as your senses are flared, Ophelia, that there is this kind of dull red Icarus residue in the stone. It looks like a part of the flagstone was hollowed out like a basin and filled with this stuff. And then when it was ignited, it exploded. And it looked like, and it happened to the one behind Daisy. Luckily, you jumped backwards because that,
Just frozen, like.
yeah.
I was like, is everyone okay?
That's the
My
noise
ears
she
are,
makes.
I imagine ears are ringing like
Yep, ears ringing.
I'm probably
Between-
actually still holding Xanthia's.
between
like,
us three and you two. I guess there's just this explosion.
Yeah.
Fog.
It's like
mist.
it's dark, thick smoke. It's acidic. It kind of burns your nose and your mouth to breathe it in. It doesn't do damage, but it's horrid. It's acrid. It stinks of those smoke demons. Like the stench of it is intense. It's a smell that none of you will forget.
Rowan, are you okay, Ophelia?
We're on the right path.
We're okay. Are you okay?
Yes, I think we managed to just escape it, but
Can you get through to us? It looks.
Yeah, the explosion has damaged some of the roof, but these are very well made sewer tunnels. The explosion did some damage to the roof, but there's you can get way through. It's not like collapse the tunnel or anything.
I think they might have heard us.
I guess we need to keep moving then.
We're also very much on the correct path if they're laying traps like this.
What caused it? What triggered that thing?
It was my foot.
You stepped on
The wire.
a wire. Okay, we need to watch out for wires. Maybe your light will become useful, Daisy. My ears.
Wish I could do what
Are
you
killing
do,
me.
Ophelia. She's on the roof.
Well, I'm still hurt, but it's okay. We'll carry on.
Do you need any healing? I can provide
No,
you
I'm
some.
okay. I'll survive for now.
All right.
This tunnel stinks of demon.
We've lost the element of surprise. All we can do is have
In
haste.
in the light, you can see that about the corridor continues for basically 40 feet south, and then it turns hard to the west. And at that point, I'm going to go get something.
Demon tunnel.
I think it,
Demon tunnel.
who thinks it's donuts?
He's getting donies.
I think it's donuts.
What a kind guy.
Thanks, Mark.
I think that's my favourite thing.
curtain for me.
Yeah, so that you don't get donuts all over the
Yeah, I don't want to get
because he's got a double handful of minis.
Tasty map donut.
That's not a
Yum, yum,
donut.
yum, 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 yum. Oh, hi. Hi there.
Isometric
Glad that there
view.
was a short rest before this.
There's a giant crossbow on that.
Yeah,
There's
two.
two
Oh, boy.
obelisks. Technically, they're obelisks.
Tell me more.
We should
No, I
not
won't.
have come down here without having a long rest.
No, well, yeah, well, no, well, yeah, no, well, yeah.
Turn back. We could just,
We could just leave.
peace out.
They think we're dead now. We can take a long rest. They ain't coming down here without setting off their own traps.
Lovely.
So,
Where are we on this map?
you're not on there quite just yet.
Okay.
Imagine that this corridor up here, once we've got it up on the map, so there is a corridor kind of connecting to, and Gruff, you vaguely remember this from the map, maybe like an old small cistern. And it connects to this part. So imagine that you have a corridor running north here, and then it turns and joins this corridor alongside here.
Okay.
I didn't have enough space or dungeon or Dwarven Forge to build it out for.
Sure, yeah.
Obviously, your characters can't see exactly what's inside just yet, but for the sake of it, I'll let you guys.
The explosion had a certain amount of reverb that I was able to echo.
You are not Daredevil.
Room. Oh, shit.
Or Sam Fisher, or anyone else who has sonar technology.
Okay. One day.
But yeah, you. By the time you reach the bottom of that corridor and you can peer sort of in down this way, yeah, it only takes you a few seconds, like 40 feet. If you guys just rush straight after the trap basically went off, maybe a round of you guys recovering from it, you would be able to get to the bottom of this corridor and sort of stare in. You can definitely hear that there are people in this chamber. Can't see them yet.
Are they?
Oh, they definitely know we're here.
Is it like the noise of people
You
moving and ready to scramble towards us, or like...
all you hear is like movement. You can hear like shuffling around. Maybe you hear a like steady.
Well, what do we do?
We've already made ourselves known with an explosion. I guess we may as well announce ourselves.
I'm just gonna put you guys like up in this corridor here, but we know that you're not here just yet.
Can I, I'd like to use the scroll of sending
Okay.
to send a message to... I was going to say Sir Griold, but I'm like, is there anyone else? I'm going to tell the Duke. No.
Grield's good.
Well, there is a roll you have to make because you cannot cast third level spells yet. So let's, before you decide... Well, no, decide who you're going to send it to first, and then we'll roll. And what the message is.
So I was thinking Sir Griold, but then I'm also thinking about the High Authoritor, because we kind of did leave a message for Griold, but
High Authority was the one that gave you the scroll.
yeah.
The message we left for Griold was catacombs, though. Unfortunately, we're not there.
Yeah. And I feel like the High Authoritor can just send everyone. Oh god, although she's probably tied up in bureaucracy.
While you have a think about that, I need to grab something else, actually. I just realised.
Grield's got our back.
Donuts. What?
Grield's got our back.
True.
What do you guys think? Do you think Sir Griold,
think
or do you
Griold.
think
He's like-
Aramina Willithorn?
He's stationed to help us.
We also know, like, you
rummaging
intending on telling them where we are? Because I don't even know where we are.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like if you were to, because Mark's going to be like,
East,
do
south,
you
west,
give them
south, east.
exact instructions? I'll be like south, south, east, south,
Did
south,
you
south,
hear
south,
that
west,
explosion
south, south,
underground?
Yeah,
For that?
we're there.
You
Are
can
any
see
of
the
your-
pavement up there just go
Yeah, that was that.
Probably have an entry point there.
go down there. Was anyone launched into the sky?
Where was our entry point that we came in?
It was behind. It was just a.
If they go into the catacombs and go to that wall, the diagonal wall, and just follow it south,
Yeah.
Wow.
east a lot and south a lot.
East,
Just
east,
keep going east and south. And
any
you get to us.
east and any south.
We never went west,
And if
unless
you
we had to.
smell any demon ichor,
Yeah,
Go
follow
towards the
scent.
screaming.
go towards the screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You not make fun of my east to west map directions.
No, I'm
It's-
making
I mean,
fun of
it's-
myself. Like,
If we want to give directions, that's all we have.
So, decided who you want to sending to?
Sir Griold.
Okay. What is the message?
25 words, right?
25 words.
Okay. Help. We are in the old sewers entrance through cathedral catacombs. There are demons here. Don't trust Ilkara Sunsword.
2 words left.
Yes.
South,
Yeah.
east.
You got 7 words left.
Oh, 7
25.
words left. So that, yeah, okay.
So 25,
It was
isn't it?
because
It's
that
25.
this is
Oh, right.
this is 20, and then there's another.
All
4.
right, there you go.
Sword. So don't trust Sunsword.
Luckily, that's 1 word. Sunsword.
Is a title. That's correct.
people
I mean, you
here.
don't have to use all 25.
Bring everyone.
Everyone.
Go towards screaming.
Nice.
Oh, wait, no. Take that back. I need to say it's Gruff, right? I need to say who it is.
You can choose not to if you want to.
Probably.
So take out the bring everyone. So go towards screaming. Grufford.
Hello.
Tomorrow.
All right, well, let's see if that message even goes through. So this is a D20 plus your wisdom modifier, which is...
+1, I think. No, +4.
Yeah, plus 4 your wisdom. So
Oh, damn,
you
okay.
need 13, because it's 10 plus the level of the spell.
Using fate as well.
Can I use a fate? No.
It is an ability check.
I feel like you should be able to.
I will allow it.
Daddy allows it.
Papa Fate says
So you
yes.
get a D6 extra. So highly likely you'll get this.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
The Fate clinched it.
The fate clinched it.
Well, I mean, it was DC 13, it sounds like, you know.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, no.
Oh, yeah, so the fate was, so you got a good, nice
Yeah,
high fate roll.
fate.
Nice. So you pull out the scroll. The scroll is destroyed upon use. There it goes. Thank you.
You may have your cheat sheet back.
I have
you.
a lighter if you want to burn it.
Not here.
You send the message and you feel the magic gruff as you pull the scroll out. You read, you connect with the stones, with the earth, with nature, the source of your power, and almost like the words spill out of your mouth like vines, and they touch the stone, and then like snakes they begin to weave their way through, finding their way up, heading towards Sir Griald.
Cool.
The spell has connected. How long it may take him to get here or do whatever, you don't know. As the rest of you are kind of lingering about... So this corridor is about 40 feet. So you are at the far end,
Right.
just around the
and we
corner.
can just hear.
You can hear like shuffling. I think at this point, you would hear a voice. Give me perception checks. Hey, you never know, you might roll high.
Oh, 18, 19, 20, 21.
I might roll high.
24.
14 for Daisy.
2.
24.
24 for Griffith.
Tom.
15.
15 for Rowan.
18.
18. Ophelia and Gruffith, you hear they're trying to be quiet, so you only just pick up on it, straining your ears in the silence, but you hear a rather commanding voice just say, cover the corridor. I need to burn Morris's I need to burn the notes. They can't know what he's planning.
Do they literally say Morris or? did you
They
record that
would
bit?
say the dwarfs.
Right.
Yeah, they would say. So you hear this voice just say, "I need to burn the dwarfs' notes. They part of the contract. We can't leave any evidence." That's what you hear.
By the way, I'm a criminal.
My name is.
Right now, you are around the corner. You haven't seen into this room yet. You don't quite know what's down there.
I mean, we
have
know
to-
they're about to block the corridor. I say we charge forward,
He said, "Cover the corridor."
cover the corridor, but also we don't want to start burning notes.
Yeah.
We gotta rush in there.
Move forward, everyone. Charge.
We need to intercept now.
Right. Rowan will
Roger,
start
Roger.
rushing
Bust
forward.
in.
I'm gonna shift some stuff because they had some time.
Rowan casts spider climb.
Nice.
Skiz.
It's like a scary noise.
Gruff turns into a giant spider.
Oh. Just us two on the ground.
Xanthias lays an egg.
Oh my god, this blue tack is just sticking to everything.
It's a slime now.
But that's good.
That's blue tech.
By the way,
I want it to come away when I want it to come away.
this episode is sponsored by the stickiest blue tack.
So
It'll
sticky.
stick you.
Thanks, Blue Tack, for making immersive dungeon environments.
Fuck you.
So it's just me and Daisy, normies on the ground then. You don't actually cast spider climb. I know.
I will just rush forward. Basically.
Doesn't sending let them respond?
Yes.
Yeah, once. Yeah.
It's just another 25.
I mean, keep in mind this is all happening in like 6
Yeah,
second
yeah, yeah,
bursts. Like it might take Sir Griald a minute. Or like,
Give me a minute. I need to get my trousers on.
Give me a minute. I need to get my trousers on. That's 11 words.
I'm straight up chalking it in.
No, don't do that for him.
And by it, haha, well, let's just say, and then the words run out.
right.
What does he say?
So, what is the plan? So let's roll initiative, because these guys know you're
I
coming.
think the idea is to break in.
Yeah, just toward.
But we don't really have an idea of which way we're going to delta split the moment we get in there.
Well, you're going to get shot by a crossbow as soon as you go in there.
No, I'm running in really fast.
Like
Faster than
Sonic.
the eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sonic fast. I watched Sonic 2 at the weekend.
Teleport. Really? Is it any good?
Sorry, yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
I didn't hate it.
The bluest, stickiest blue tack.
I didn't hate it.
If it's blue,
Blue streaks.
We'll sponsor it.
By
We'll get sticky
Sonic
for it.
Blue tack.
Do not.
If you've got too many people to roll initiative for there, just take a couple of them out.
Yeah.
That's my hot DM tip.
That's a great tip there,
Yeah.
Kim. You can find more of Kim's tips.
This tip's called dude removal.
Dude removal.
Are you stressed by having too many NPCs to
too many
run?
dudes at once.
Imbalance it. Have less.
Just have less.
I can't handle all these dudes.
Get rid of them.
Have your
He's
encounter.
still rolling.
Daisy,
Yeah.
14.
He's just added more.
Xanthias.
Yes.
I'd completely forgotten.
Oh, fuck this guy! He's giving it all that. He doesn't have his initiative ready.
14, bruh.
Daisy will go first between the two of you. I'm almost certain that she has the higher dex. Gruffith,
16, bruh.
16. Rowan,
17. Bruh.
Ophelia.
10, bruh.
Okay.
Okay.
Luckily, their initiative is so fast that they take their turn before we even charge in.
Oh, nice.
That'll be
So they're
quite
just already
funny.
done
I
with
mean,
it.
they were aware of
Actually
us.
happened, right?
They were aware of us.
All right. Well,
comes from
Rowan, you are first. Remember, you are 40 feet down. So this is 20 feet. So you're 20 feet further down. So,
I'm gonna use my
so it's
30,
40 feet to get into this room, basically.
40 to get into the room.
Yeah. So 30 feet will get you basically to. I'm going to remove everybody for now. So Rowan, if you're the first to act, 30 feet would get you to.
Excuse me. These sewers are dusty.
There they are.
10 before
30.
the end.
Yeah.
So I can't really see into the room. What can I see from here?
From here, you would see, the first thing you would see is the second you reach there is a blast of fire from something across the way as a readied action as this guy mounting this turret-looking device is going to use this.
flamethrower.
It is not a flamethrower. It is like a burst of fire and then some sort of solid projectile, like a gun, is fired.
I'm being shot at.
That is a
Oh, Rowan.
21.
Oh, Rowan.
Yeah, that's scraped by.
21.
My AC's 11.
You need to get better AC.
Get told.
That is going to be.
I'm not repeating what he said.
9 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of fire damage
Oh boy.
for 13. You also notice that as this projectile hits you, it explodes, and everything around you, the 5 feet around you, would have been blasted by some of that force and fire. It's like a concussive, flaming projectile hits you and erupts around you.
Are we maybe
explosions
in
on-
out of our element. Should we maybe just...
I think so.
That was a readied action. So as you finish your movement, that goes off.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance
Okie dokie.
for that, because that sucked.
Reduce
Okay.
the damage, yeah. I mean, someone did just fire an RPG at you.
More like
And a
like a sniper rifle, like one of those anti-tank sniper rifles.
With explosive rounds.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, it could turn around.
Yeah, we
Good
can
turnaround.
just...
I think they're the good guys.
Would you want to roll
We're
this?
fine. I think I've got nothing to hide.
What are you looking for there, pal?
I do 12. Struggled there. 9. 10, 11. D&D Beyond's little search bars in front of everything. Love that.
This is why physical character sheets are sometimes better.
Nah.
I'm going to do
So
my
you reduce
healing
it.
in a minute.
Yeah. So you reduce it by 11. So that was at the end of your movement.
Can I see the thing that shot him?
You do. It was this guy. So you see a mercenary, like a nondescript. You can see maybe just barely in the light. This room is very well illuminated. There are these hovering, glowing lights. You can see a metal crow badge, like a lapel pin, but he's wearing leather armor, or kind of like breastplate and leathers, and he's on this. Not crudely made, but it looks experimental looking, it's almost like a crossbow turret, but it's like a gun. The mouth is almost shaped like an open demon's mouth, and this guy's behind it, and he was waiting for somebody to appear in this corridor, and as soon as he saw you, bam, he took a shot. You can see that this is like a dry cistern. It was once an old cistern. There are these columns. It's elevated with a lower floor, and you can hear the sounds of other business going on.
Would you consider a steel shield is worth less than 80 gold?
Yes, it would count as a shield.
We're going to use performance of creation to create a steel shield that's of medium size.
Oh.
It's like a tower shield.
Okay, yeah, I'd say you can create a tower shield with it. So that will give you, what I would say for that is it will count as a normal shield, so +2 AC to you if you're wielding it.
Yeah.
But I will say that you can basically provide cover to somebody
That's
behind
what
you.
I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Basically is
Is that an action for you to use? Or
it
is
will
that
be an
bonus
action.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've used the spell now, so bonus action healing word wouldn't be a thing unless you.
Well, music of creation's not a spell.
That's true, it's a feature.
Yeah. So
All
you
right.
can cast healing word.
I'll healing word myself
Okay.
for 1d4 plus 4, which is 8.
So on top of your healing, it should be pretty good.
Should be right.
So you go in, you get slammed by this powerful projectile, music of creation. You feel the thrum, the harmony, the vibrations, and you create this metal tower shield in front of you, almost drawing some of the iron maybe left in the stone walls, like this, pulling it together to form this shield. And then with healing energy, you send that into yourself. And that is going to be your turn, Rowan.
Cool.
We will just quickly run through this and then we'll go to break. Gruffith, you are actually up next.
So I'm all the way at the back.
So you are like 20. You are basically another 20 feet. You're 30 feet behind Rowan over here, basically.
Okay.
We'll say that you guys are kind of grouped up together, right? I'm not going to worry about the order at this point.
Great deal I can do from back here.
I'll shout, "Careful, Gruffith, they have very dangerous spells or something in there. And big weapons.
Bloody hell.
Use my shield."
I will cast Armor of Oak and Thorn as my bonus action.
Okay. So you watch as the green life energy forms around you, and you forming your knight's plate.
I can't really get through to do anything, can I?
You could action
So,
dash. Don't forget, you can always use your action to dash.
Would that get me in the room?
That gives you another 30 foot of movement. So imagine that you could either be next to Rowan or just behind him at 25, and then you get another 30 feet of movement.
Probably get into cover if you get in there, because there's like pillars.
Yeah.
So at the moment, you're next to Rowan.
But then I wouldn't know that there's a second person in there, would I?
Yeah, this guy, you don't know he's there. I've put him on the map, but...
Yeah, let's be stupid and run into the room.
Okay. You can see there is like a wooden barricade. There are like boxes and crates and things like that. It's going to be difficult terrain.
Did you just say as well to use your shield?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
I just
So-
cover.
Could I use Rowan's shield to kind of move?
He's using it right
He's
now.
using
So
it,
you'd have to basically be behind him, and then he
Behind.
gives cover behind you.
Okay.
If you're charging forward, though.
Yeah, if you're trudging forward, you're not going to be anywhere near him.
Yeah, I'll be nice and just charge forward. So, look, yeah.
So
if I go
5, 10, 15, 20, because it's difficult terrain, and then you'd hop over.
Can I go, like...
So
like,
as you hop over, ready in action goes off.
Yeah.
Also, this bit of the stone is loose, and you feel it give way underneath you. So 2 things are going to happen. I'm going to need you to make an acrobatics check in a minute to see if you trumble down there. But also, you hear another roar of bang as this other fellow on this turret fires at you, basically, with a readied action.
That wasn't, was it?
It's good for you.
Oh.
I rolled a 3,
Okay.
These turrets are prototypes, and they have a rule called misfire.
Oh no.
If I roll a 1,
No.
and this accounts to anybody using them, by the way.
Yeah.
If any of you get on them, if you roll a 1 to a 5, they explode and do damage to the wielder, and then
1
they
to
are destroyed.
5?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're very experimental.
Very prototype.
wow.
Yeah.
So this guy takes.
Does it still fire forwards or?
No, it just
fires-
blows up.
Blows up.
So this guy, he only takes 8 points of damage, I'm afraid.
Oh,
You
lucky.
glance at the other one and be like, oh, sweet, can't wait to take my shot.
Yeah. He's like, I'm so excited. Bang! And it just goes off in his face. The turret is destroyed.
Oh.
It's once it's
Hell
destroyed, it's
yeah.
done. And this guy is like, like smoking and coughing, like, ah! He's like screaming, that fucking dwarf and his stupid machine. He's like cursing and cursing
it's
his
a
name.
Morris make.
As he's like cursing and sprinting. But yeah, Gruff, you feel that. I do need an acrobatics check though for that loose bit of flooring.
Would I get advantage? Because I get advantage on saving throws on being knocked prone, pushed, or pulled. So
Yeah, I'd
prone-
say you do. Yeah, I'd say you get that for this. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 1 and a 2. So.
Oh, so unfortunately, even with the armor of Oaken Thorn, the stones literally under your feet. This place is quite old, and it gives way. And Gruff, you stumble and fall prone down here, basically, and that's going to end your movement speed.
We
You don't
just
have any
hear like
movement
a
left.
bloody
And you look over Gruff, and now you can see him. You can see a much more sort of, he's wearing breastplate, he's got this long leather coat, shaved head, cutlass in his hand, and he is basically gathering together a bunch of papers on this desk, where there's like a treasure chest, and you can see a barrel of something next to him, and he is pouring oil all over it. And he sees you, and he's clearly about to try and destroy whatever is there. But that is your movement, your action, and your bonus action, I'm afraid.
On the ground floor.
Yes, it's this guy here.
Oh, I couldn't actually see him.
You can see him, yeah, there is a little man just here.
So 3 dudes total. 2 on turrets, 1 on
That
broken
you can
turret.
see.
Yeah. Well, I guess if
got
Gruff can't see anymore, then yeah.
Maybe.
Although she did just. He did
There are things
somewhere
like, there are areas of the map like over here and over here that
Yeah.
nobody can see.
Fog of War is not fully lifted.
Okay.
Basically, yes, true. Alrighty. So just to rush through some stuff before we go on break, it is unfortunately the mercenary leader's turn.
Right.
He looks over and he kind of shrugs. He's like, sorry about this. It's nothing personal, just business. And he will basically pull out like a tinder box, and he sets a fire going.
Damn it. It was a prototype tinderbox.
Not quite. You see he purposely does that. He then moves 5, 10, 15, 20. And as he does, he pours the oil in a line to this barrel.
Oh.
10, 15,
Hey, you like fire.
I do, I'm a big fan of it actually.
30.
Daisy ain't going in.
He pulls back to the a pillar. He finishes pouring the oil. It was his action to use his tinderbox.
Yeah.
He moves back. As a bonus action, he will use his command. I have to spend a fate, which will give you guys a fate, but he will
Okay.
use his command bonus action. He points up, Lewis, and he points up to the guy who got blown up. He's like, stop mucking around with that dwarf's toys. Get your bow out. Shoot this wild heart. And he points to you, Gruff. And you see the man sort of like, yes, boss, and he's like wiping his face. He pulls out a crossbow, and he's going to take a shot at you, Gruff, with this command ability.
Okay.
That is a 25 to hit, I'm afraid.
No, just glances off.
Oh, 24, my
tough
apologies.
chest.
24,
Yeah, no,
my
that definitely
apologies.
misses. Yeah.
And you are currently prone, right? That means this becomes a savage shot, which means it does some extra damage.
Doesn't he have disadvantage?
What for?
If
for
Gruff is prone
For being
and a
prone.
ranged attack.
Not these guys. They have a special thing.
special.
They're like picking on Gruff because he's prone, right?
Picking on me.
Yeah. It's their sharpshooters,
Yeah,
trick
yeah,
shooters,
okay.
basically.
You correct in other circumstances, so.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is going to be 17 points of damage, though, as he picks up on the fact that you're prone, a part of your armor's exposed, and he just gets this perfect. It's basically a sneak attack. As long as you have certain conditions, he can get sneak attack. So you feel this bolt, like, dig into you.
I like to think that everyone in the corridor just hears this cry of pain that's all like half a roar. Like
Yeah.
it's basically a pained roar.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm not going to do that
Like
because
Mufasa. Right.
I can
Do the
hear
roar!
it. I can hear it.
Do the roar!
And I think that's a good point where we should go to break on that with this
So
roar
much
just
damage.
echoing through everything.
Wow.
But yeah, and it has. I want to make a point. I have not forgotten about the sending spell. This has literally been 6 seconds.
Sure, yeah.
First round, yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, everybody. We will see you in part 2. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care. Bye bye.
Check out the new website.
it's fine. I'm fine.
I rolled very high. Hello! Welcome back. We're going to take our 5-minute break here. Enjoy the fan art video.
Yes.
Don't forget to go and buy that new merch. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Like
New
the
merch.
T-shirt you were wearing.
Like the new gelatinous cube shirt. Well, it's kind of new. It's new to you.
New to you.
It's not new to us. It's new to you. Done by lovely Nina, who did this amazing shirt. It's really cute. It's like a sprue, like you get like a model kit, like a
That's
Gundam
cool.
or like a figure.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Go check that out. We're going to take a 5-minute break. We'll see you in a short moment. Bye-bye.
Bye now. Bye now.
Oh, hello everybody. Hope you enjoyed lovely, lovely fan art and cosplay video. We love it. We love to see it. And don't forget to go check out that fan content policy on the website as well. If you'd like to, next Comic-Con, you want to go sell some High Rollies prints, I'll buy them. I'll come and buy them, 100%.
You know, he's got a wall full of prints he's bought at Comic-Con in the studio.
We're going to check that out. Thank you for buying all the merch. We've had quite a few people buying merch already.
Yeah.
Enjoying that no postal cost as well.
Free postage.
Today, yeah.
Great time to get them.
But they do that once a month.
Once a month. Oh,
Well,
Around payday.
Right around payday.
Yeah,
Perfect.
around payday.
Awesome.
you're imagine. With that, thank you very much. We're going to jump straight back on into it. We've got a combat. We've got a big old combat.
We're gonna do some stuff.
we're gonna head over like that.
Welcome back to Altheya, the Dragon Empire Part 2. Our heroes have continued exploring the tunnels below Ashen's Rest. After exploring the catacombs, they realized that perhaps their assumptions about where the Lamplighters might be hiding could be incorrect. Not finding them in the catacombs, they instead followed deeper into the old sewer tunnels where they were they found a trap that went off and damaged Rowan and Ophelia, and then rushing forward into an old cistern, they have discovered several mercenaries who are now setting fire to some notes and maybe some evidence, and also have set up a defensible position to which to defend themselves. With that, we jump straight back in. We are in initiative right now. The mercenary leader had just gone. They have left a trail of oil, from the fire to a red barrel. They have then backed away, ordered one of their companions to shoot, and now we go to Daisy.
Hello.
And then it will be Xanthias, by the way,
Thank you.
afterwards.
And what oil is it?
What oil?
Because the burn rate's important, right?
Fish oil.
Sesame oil.
Yeah, and D&D burn rate matters. I have a whole table and chart for it.
Does the barrel have TNT painted on the side of it?
It does not have
It's a red
TNT,
barrel.
but it is very specifically a red
I
barrel.
mean-
All of the other barrels, by the way, are normal wooden
Right.
brown barrels. This one is specifically a dark red wood, and it's been reinforced with like metal hoops and rivets and things like that.
Right.
I will. Could I? So if I move up to where Rowan is, do I see the fire?
You do not.
Okay.
So you are currently behind Rowan. He's got this big tower shield that he summoned, looking like a character in Rainbow Six Siege.
Jenka.
Yeah, yeah. But you can see into the system a little bit. You can see that there's like a barricade of crates and barrels and things have been stacked up.
Okay.
You can just about see this guy on the turret on the other side.
Is that another way in down some stairs?
There is some stairs, yeah. You can see those stairs there. That's perfectly there. It looks like this part you're on. Some stairs lead down into another part of this system.
Okay. I'm going to dash and go.
Are you using your bonus action to dash or your action?
My bonus it.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will get you down here.
Okay.
Into this like little side corridor that maybe look connected to the system, maybe allowed access to it.
Okay. I'll hold my action, and if anyone is within my
Throw distance.
yeah, I will throw.
Yeah, if you
a-
see
a
an enemy, you'll
dagger
throw it
at
down.
them.
Right? Okay. Nice.
But I'm just trying to go a different way.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Xanthias.
I was thinking the same. I'd also like to action dash to get to. Was I ahead of Daisy? And
I'm just going to say you're all at the same
I'll
point.
group up basically with Daisy.
5, 10, 15,
Um,
25.
But because it was an action dash, I can't hold anything special.
Oh, is there a staircase back there?
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually put you just behind Daisy, Xanthias.
Nice. And do I have any not spell slots, sorcerer points? I don't. So I don't do anything with my bonus action.
Do you can turn your spell slots into points if you desperately want some. All right.
I only have
okay.
one spell slot.
Alrighty.
So that's me.
In that case, so
side room.
it is the actual archer's turn. So they get their turn again before you, unfortunately, Ophelia. This guy here is
With the blown
going
up
to... he's going to stay where he is, actually, for now. This guy on the turret is going to point it towards. Oh, Gruff is down on the floor.
He doesn't have to load it or anything.
It looks like it maybe, you don't know. He's actually going to point it down towards you, Rowan, still in the corridor, kind of suppressing fire, keeping you away. Yeah, and that's what they're going to do for
Montaigne.
their turn.
Montaigne, that's the one.
Montaigne, that was it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Sledge.
I believe you got that wrong to start with.
Where's my dice?
It's okay if he rolls a 1 to 5. Remember.
Yeah, on the big turret. Yeah,
thing's
I'm
going
gonna
up.
have the turret, the fellite infused turret, go first.
Fellite infused. Was it actually?
You didn't roll that 20.
Oh!
Ron's just gonna explode, get gibbed.
I rolled a natural 20.
He's got a shield.
He doesn't. Well, I mean,
That's just AC.
that's just AC.
And he's a bit back in the corridor.
Yeah, he is.
It's not a direct hit, right?
I think it
Isn't
is.
that-
Even with cover, it's still gonna hit him.
It was still a long sight. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Even with cover, how much cover did you have?
His AC is 11, 2 from the
okay,
shields
yeah.
for 13. With cover, it would go up to 15. I would give him like half cover.
This is not
Going right through the shield.
This is going.
Matt, I'm using our normal crit rules, by the way.
Yeah.
How many hit points have you got?
I used Stone's Endurance last time, so I'm pretty good.
30 points.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, no, he's done.
Well, hang on. It's 30 points of
done.
bludgeoning, and then it's another 7 points of fire, so 37. What's your current and what's your max?
I was 23, 31
You're
max.
okay.
Okay.
You're okay. we don't have a round 2 of that.
So the Grey Lands with me, right? Hey, Grey Father.
Yeah.
Hello.
For you, bud.
Yeah.
Big fan, always
I feel
have
like we're
been.
so outmatched for these guys.
There's only 3 of them. There's 5. Well, 4 of us.
So
I did so much
you.
damage to Gruff as well.
Yeah,
fine, don't worry
Xanthias,
about me.
Daisy, and Ophelia, you're the ones who see this happen to poor Rowan as he gets blasted by this thing.
Okay, I'm going up the stairs then.
The one with the crossbow, Gruff, is going to try and take another shot at you. Nope, fails. Natural 2, so even with his bonuses.
Prototype crossbow.
No. He just reloads, takes a shot. You manage to maybe bring your shield up or something like that. Thuds into the shield as you try and protect yourself on the ground. With that is the archer's turn done. We go to Ophelia.
Can I feel it to try and help Rowan? Try and
So
stabilize
you
him?
can move up to him. You can try and make a medicine check to
check.
stabilize him. That won't make him conscious, though.
No. That's all I can do.
Put my leg back on and
That's a total of 0.
You desperately try, but you tell me, like, is this... Ophelia knows, like, trying to bandage the wounds, but this doesn't look like a cut or a bleed. Like, he's knocked unconscious by pure force here. But also, like, where he is bleeding, is that, like, maybe distracting for Ophelia? Is like,
yeah, she's like, mustn't eat.
I know how to
but no,
help you.
unfortunately, you spend that time desperately trying to get him back up or try and, look after him.
convert others.
I don't think I can right now.
Anyway,
Give it a try.
Any bonus action on your turn, Ophelia?
Probably not unless I'm raging or doing other stuff. So no, not right now. I'm just going to
Okay.
try and stay with Rowan at the minute.
Okay. I'm going to ask this because I don't want an riot. Do you have the potion? Who has the
I
potion?
have the big spicy
You have the
potion.
potion. Okay,
I
I
do.
want to make sure because you went down,
Yeah.
and if somebody took that off your body, I want to make sure that who's got it. So
good.
You got the big spice.
I got the big
you got the big spice. All right. With that, we go to the top of a brand new round. It is Rowan's turn. Unfortunately, so it's a death saving throw.
Check this out.
Watch this drive.
Watch this drive. Natural 20.
Really?
It was.
Amazing.
It was.
So there is something. The stones.
Oh my god.
This is an old place. And the hands that crafted this tunnel worked with ancient stone. This place is age. And that as your heart is beginning to beat slower as you fade out of consciousness, your eyes done around, Ophelia over you, can't hear anything, just wah, 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 ringing in your ears. But you feel that vibration and the stones and the little pebbles bouncing up and down from the reverberations. And then suddenly just this bloom of life comes back in, Rowan. At the start of your turn, you gain 1 HP and you are conscious. Start of your turn.
God.
Excellent.
That was his geeky clean dice as well.
Oh, very nice. It's a little, didn't even need fate for it.
This episode is it's not sponsored, but you can get them.
Hello.
We're on your back.
That hurt a lot. I'm going to get back onto my feet.
Okay, so 15 feet of your movement.
Are they still out there?
Yes.
Are they ready to fire again?
I don't know.
I can't take another blast like that. What can I do in this situation?
Heal yourself? Yeah.
I'm gonna heal myself, I guess.
Have a think about it. Yeah. Real good think.
Yeah,
Yeah?
seems kind of pointless.
Pointless.
Yeah. I'm going to
You tell me what you want to do, bro.
enhance ability on Ophelia,
Okay.
give you bull strength.
Ooh,
You have advantage on strength checks.
cool.
And I'm also going to give you bardic inspiration on top of
I
Sure.
don't want you to waste your time. Don't forget when a barbarian
Oh.
rages, they already get advantage on
in
strength.
which case
Which you would know.
bears endurance. So you get 2d6 temporary hit points.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
And you have advantage on con saves, and
nice.
con checks if you need
It's
to.
only con checks, remember,
Con
not
checks.
saves, not saving throws.
So I'll do that.
Thank you.
And bardic inspiration on you as well. And I will retreat around the corner so I cannot be seen by the...
So you can go, you could go to the stairs.
Maybe down the stairs,
Yeah, because otherwise you don't have enough movement to get back from where you came from.
Yeah. How's my tower shield looking?
It's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
it's stable. You know, it sort of hit the brunt, but it knocked back into you as well. You took
not a
damage. and stuff like
concentration thing.
that. He didn't have any concentration
The
spells.
creation. I
No,
mean.
creation, I just make a thing.
Yeah,
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 it
yeah.
lasts 2 hours.
Cool. So you just move into the thing, and then you give bardic inspiration. And do you want to roll the 2d6 for the temp HP, or who's doing that?
I'll do that for you.
Yeah, don't forget about it. 2d6 temp HP. That's pretty good.
7.
7 temp HP.
Nice.
Might be a crossbow hit.
And don't forget my bardic inspiration is augmented, so let me know when you do something.
What you do with it, if
What
it's an
you do
attack
with it.
roll or saving throw or an ability.
It might
check.
be able to enhance it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Great stuff, Rowan. Yeah, so you duck around the corner. They can't see you now. Like, as a point, you don't have line of sight between you and that turret now, right? If you pop up, back up where you were, they'll be able to see you.
Who am I
But right,
closest to back there?
you are next to Xanthius, and then Daisy's 5 feet ahead of him.
Hey guys.
What happened? You took the full brunt of that
I'm a
thing.
little done with explosions
Okay.
today.
Okay.
Gruffith.
Can I?
Yes.
Yes, Grub.
Do I have to cast spells when I'm lying down? Can I cast?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Grumbling, I roll over, point my staff, and Seren, the illusory bird, kind of shoots out of it. And where she flies, which is going to be across to the fire, rain starts pouring. I'm going to use the spell Create or Destroy Water.
Yeah.
So it creates a 30-foot cube of rain, basically, and it specifically says extinguishing exposed flames
This
in the area.
fills this area. I'm also going to say it washes away the oil as well, because it is oil. But it basically fills this entire area.
So with a cry,
Kind of filling it up
Seren-
to like your knees, basically.
Yeah.
Nice.
You wash as the flames are extinguished. Some of the paper has survived, not all of it, though. All right.
It was on
You
fire.
see the mercenary leader kind of watches this bird, almost thinking it's an attack. And then when the rain starts to pour, he just kind of goes like, and he like claps. He's just like, well done. Yeah, he just kind of claps on his chest. And yeah, that's what you do. So that was your action, Gruff. Anything else? You got movement and bonus action.
I will
Stand up is half.
stand up, and I will cast. Can I cast a cantrip as well?
Yes, you can do a cantrip. Yes.
So it's,
No, if it's a bonus action cantrip.
it's a bonus action cantrip.
Yeah, you can.
It's
Yeah, Shillelagh. Yeah.
So I will cast that.
Yeah.
And
You got 15 feet.
can I move towards the desk? Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Get you about there.
Yeah. And
Nice.
just for a bit of thematic, like he's grumbling as he pulls the arrow out.
Yeah.
Cursing. Cursing.
You see the archer up above you, watching you, kind of, summoning this. He's just loading his crossbow. The fire damaged most of the papers. There are some that have survived. The chest is fairly untouched. Like, the chest is a solid wooden chest. It hadn't gone to whatever was inside at this point.
Good evidence in there.
Alrighty. So after Gruff, that's your full turn? Mm-hmm. All right, the mercenary captain is like, well, looks like we've got to take care of things myself. And he's going to step round. He's going to come and engage you, Gruff.
As it should be.
And he is going to lash out with his... I forgot an ability. I dropped you to 0, didn't I?
You did.
When this mercenary captain is alive and one of him or his allies drop one of you to 0, he has an ability called Turning the Tide, which takes one of your fate dice and gives it to me. He steals a fate die.
I see.
But only when he or an ally reduces one of you to 0.
Okay.
He is going to make 2 attacks with his cutlass against you, Gruffith. 14 on the first one. 21 on the next one.
No.
Every time!
The first one was a solid.
Only 4 points of damage, though. Like, it's a glancing blow that you managed to deflect most of it away, but it cuts you a little bit, maybe hits into the armor, and then it becomes absorbed as he does that. And then for his bonus action, I'm going to immediately spend that fate I stole to use his command ability, and I'm going to have him use Form Up. He points up. Lewis, get down here! He can immediately move. He hops down, goes behind him, and they basically take a defensive position where they gain AC. So the 2 of them have +2 AC as they're taking up a defensive formation. He's like covering him with a crossbow. He's like crouched low to defend him. They're doing like a cool buddy cop move.
Clever.
That was his command ability. We then jump to Daisy.
Hello.
And then Xanthias immediately afterwards.
I will...
Remember you.
No. I'm gonna go around the corner, please.
10, 15, 20.
Just there's fine. As long as I can see Duty Watson.
If they had a bit more time, maybe.
This whole place is wires.
And then I'm going to shoot the leader with a dagger.
Throw a radiant knife.
Throw a radiant.
Nice. Okay.
Please.
Yeah, he's currently engaged with Gruff. He does have +2 AC currently, so he's harder to hit, but he's just not expecting an attack from behind.
Okay.
You're not hidden, so you don't get advantage, but...
19.
Does hit. Yeah, does hit.
With a
Yeah,
+2,
just barely.
Okay, and he's beside Gruff.
Yeah, he's besides Gruff, so you get sneak attack.
Let's go.
I'm not very good at damage roll. 8, 12 damage.
12 points of damage. The radiant knife, he does duck it at the last second, but it grazes his shoulder, leaving this like hard scorch. He's like, where did you come from?
And then I will bonus action throw my other one.
Okay. Yep.
Cool.
20 to hit.
Does hit.
6 points of damage.
Another 6 points of damage.
And then I will...
He dodges again, but it does catch him. It throws him off his guard. He's slowly being worn down.
Then I will...
So that was your move,
behind
bonus action.
the pillar.
5, 10. You would only get here with your remaining movement.
Okay, I'll go back around the corner then.
you go
Basically,
5.
I'm trying to give myself cover from the shooty boy.
Okay.
And I'll just pop in there.
Did you get him?
Yeah!
Nice. Good job. My turn?
Yeah, Xanthias.
Sorry, I will peek out around Daisy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 movement.
So the
speed
guy,
around.
I want to get the guy on the
turret?
cannon,
Yep.
turret within line of sight. He is within 60, I believe.
Yeah, 5, 10. 15,
And I would like to cast Hold Person
Oh!
on this guy.
Alrighty.
He needs to stop shooting.
Okay.
I know he has a 25 chance to explode, but like, gotta stop him.
What kind of saving throw am I making?
He needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
I get a +1 to this.
Yeah.
That is going to be 12.
13.
Oh! So you watch. What is this? Because the first time you've cast Hold Person, I think, isn't it? What does this look like for Xanthias?
Yes.
Normally he's a big fiery,
This is a new
Bernie
one.
boy.
I mean, there's a part of me that almost feels like this could be like Crown Steel shackles are like locking this guy to the, almost pinning his arms down.
How
and
would
holding
they
him to
look
the
like
ground.
crowns?
But if it looked like Crown Steel, that's pretty rough. So maybe they're just metallic, like.
Yeah. Or like golden. You are a gold dragonborn, maybe?
So it
Let's
is
throw a third option out there. You don't
third
have to
option.
use
Go on, yeah.
it, but big egg.
I put them in a big egg.
Do you really want this to be?
No.
Right. Gold shackles it is.
Gold
I like that.
shackles,
So
like,
these kind of gold
hold
shackles
him to
hold
the
him in place,
ground,
and he just
yeah.
freezes, like holding the controls, but completely frozen in place.
And so that means that he can, at the end of each of their turns, they can make another wisdom save.
Yeah.
But they are now locked in place. That
Frozen,
is
paralyzed.
a full action to do that, but I just needed to lock that guy down.
Great. You got 5 feet of movement and a bonus action left.
5 feet of movement. Could I have had line of sight on him like 5 feet back? Because I also want to kind of do the same thing.
You've got to imagine that I've had to change it for the map, but like some of these walls and stuff, I don't think you would have known.
I'll just.
I don't think I would have been able to shoot you if you were 5 feet back.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll just 5 foot back. These guys know we're here anyway, so that's okay.
You just 5 feet back. It does mean you are kind of protecting Daisy if anything comes around the corner.
Protect me.
Bump.
That's me. I think I need to really lock in how this damn sorcerer works.
I think you've got it. Like, if you've got no spell slots or sorcery points left, there's not much you can do with your bonus action.
Yeah, it was just I can't remember if I use a spell, do I get
No,
runes?
it's only if you spend sorcery points like on a meta magic, or you purposely do the thing with it. I think.
Yeah. Okay, no, I haven't got a bonus action anyway,
Alrighty,
so that's me.
okay. It goes to the archers. I'll do the saving throw for the whole person guy first, but he can't do anything. It's at the end of his turn. But I just want to roll it now. A 7. He stays paralyzed for a turn. The other guy is like, behind us, Captain, and he's gonna jump out.
Hi.
I'm gonna spend a fate point to use ricochet shot. So he's basically gonna get to attack you and Daisy because he's gonna bounce his shot off
my teeth.
but he does have to hit you both. So against Xanthius,
Yes,
19.
that hits.
Right through the teeth.
10 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Against Daisy, 22. 12 points of piercing damage.
Jesus Christ. What? For just a basic
D10
shot?
heavy crossbow.
Yeah, D10.
Plus his dex.
And his dex is 4.
So you watch as this bolt bounces off the stone, scrapes along your arm, Xanthius, and then thuds into across Daisy's leg as it ricochets back. Don't forget as well, if you want to make sure you don't want to miss, you got plenty of fate, guys.
Yeah. You got it, bruh.
You got it, bro. That is going to be their turn, though. He just moves, he takes that shot. He will actually, do you know what? He's going to back up then, and he's going to take some cover behind this pillar here to give himself a bit of cover from anybody else beyond it. So that is their go. We then go to Ophelia.
If I spider climb up the ceiling,
Okay.
can I get above the leader with my movement if I...
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You've got 35.
35.
Yeah, so you can basically be right above him. So the ceiling is not super duper high. I'm going to put you on the pillar next to him, but we'll just remember that you are up on the ceiling above him, all right?
Cool.
So you just run up, you're above him. The ceilings, it goes up to roughly where these pillars are, so you're maybe just 5 feet above him, basically.
Cool. Can I then draw veracity and just...
Plunge it down.
Plunge it down and
Absolutely
above.
can. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, make an attack. Do you want to spend any fate or reckless or?
Let's reckless it. Let's go.
All right, advantage.
19, 20, 23.
Hits even with his boosted AC.
You needed that, reckless.
Dude. 7, 8. That's 9 damage.
Is that you're not raging yet, are you?
Not raging yet.
Yep. So 9 normal damage.
And then can I use my veracity
You're empowered bite.
drank, please?
Yeah. So we then go to.
Or was it
Let
just
me
a
do
big
that.
straw?
Well, basically, it allows Ophelia to use her bite attack but through the sword. So she has the thing called Empowered Bite. What benefit do you want? Do you want to gain hit points, or do you want to empower your next attack?
Empower my next attack, please.
All right. So as the rapier digs in and it kind of catches his shoulder, you watch as there's this thin line with these gems along the blade and in the handle, as this thin line of red fills it, and you see him kind of like stagger for a moment. Even though the blade's already pulled back, it's not like a mosquito that it has to stay in. Even after you've pulled it away, like this trail of misty blood flows up through the air into the blade, and you feel it as if you drunk it, Ophelia. Like you feed as if you had drunk his blood.
That's dope. Amazing.
Great.
And then can I do my whip attack with my offhand?
Yeah, bonus action, whip attack.
Hell yeah.
So is that
Right,
empowered
so-
by your...
That'll be
veracity
empowered, yes, I get a d6 on top of that.
Is it to the? It's to the damage roll though.
The
is it?
damage, yes.
Yeah.
It's a nice
And
wombo combo.
reckless again.
Yeah. You reckless all your attacks. Once you reckless all your attacks that turn,
I'm
get
probably
ready.
going to miss with this one, let's be honest. 9, 10, 11, 12.
That is unfortunately going to miss. He's still kind of like defensive. He manages to kind of, now that he knows you're there, wasn't expecting you to get up on the ceiling, he like parries it with his cutlass, leaping to the side.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Nice.
All right,
Very
end of
good.
your turn.
One of my turn, please.
Alrighty. In that case, those guys are not there. They went away. Rowan, we jump up back to you.
I'm going to.
You are behind here. I can see you. You're basically, you've got, if you wanted to get around the corner, or you could come back up the top here.
I might go down.
So you go 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20,
Get to
25.
about 25 there.
Yeah,
I'm
so
going to
put
healing
you-
word myself.
Okay, put you next to Xanthias and Daisy.
Hello, Xanthias.
Hello.
What's going on around the corner there?
There's 3 people, but I've managed to lock one of them down.
Fantastic work.
Thank
You're
you.
so good at fighting.
Good job.
Would you like some assistance?
Please, yes.
In what way?
Healing yourself would be good.
Doing so.
Good.
I just did that for 9.
Okay, that's your healing word.
Good start. Good start.
That's cantrips only now, I'm afraid. No more big spells.
For
I'm
some.
going to
For some.
Bardic Inspiration. Actually,
Well,
it's
you've already used your
concentration, isn't it?
you've already used your bonus action. Healing word's a bonus action. Bardic Inspiration is also a bonus action.
You're a bonus action.
No, I got him.
I'm a full action.
He is.
You're a reaction. See? You just reacted.
Carry on. Turn.
I'm gonna get out my long sword
Okay.
and just ready myself. I think I'm not gonna ready an action or anything. Just get my tower shield out.
You might as well take the dodge action then, because it means
I'll take the dodge
disadvantage
action.
attacks.
I'll take the doggy action.
Okay. Gruffith.
The notes on the table, can I reach them, or is this individual in my way?
I will say, if you try and gather up these notes, you are opening yourself up. I'll make an opportunity attack against you.
How messed up does he look?
He definitely, like, that attack from Ophelia and Daisy's, like, dagger definitely have weakened him. He doesn't quite look bloodied yet, though.
Okay.
He's still fighting strong.
I will. Yeah, I'll attack him.
Okay.
So
Lash out with the staff.
that is 19 plus
Yeah, hits.
5.
Yep, hits. Even with his boost AC, that will go in a moment. 'Cause
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Hey, it all adds up. He is now bloodied.
Shulalele.
That's with all the.
Oh, okay.
All the gubbins.
As that happens, Gruff's gonna let out a sharp whistle, and Saren, who's still pleased with herself flapping around the room, making it wet, is gonna head to the corner. I can't quite see the line of sight, but to a space I can see. So I'm trying.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to land a healing spirit near the corner club.
You could basically, the only spot you can see is here.
Yep. Okay, that works.
That's cool.
Okay.
And
So it's right in front of me.
yeah. So basically, anyone who is in the space, so it starts in the space, or is in the
moves
space
into
for the first time, or moves into it for the first time, it gets a 1d6 healing.
So if you move through that space, you'll get the healing.
Does
cool.
that count as Xanthias? So it's onto.
No, it's that 5 foot space, I believe.
For the, so he moves into it and for the first. Okay.
Yeah, so but Xanthias on his turn can just move through that and he'll
Yeah.
get the healing. And you can only do it a set number of times, right, before the spirit vanishes.
It's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Yeah, 5 times. Okay.
Cool.
Hey, I mean, that's great. Great
Yeah.
healing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So that's action, bonus action.
I'll stay
That's it.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no point moving, you'll just get attacked. Alrighty. It is the mercenary leader's turn. He is going to attack you, Gruff, twice with his cutlass. First one's an 11.
Nope.
Second one is a natural 20, I'm afraid.
Yep.
You know, I love him. I love him. I'm not even using my high rollers
you're
dice,
not
which I don't know where it's gone. It's
Oh.
gone somewhere.
Well,
So it's luckily this attack isn't loads of damage. It is going to be 16 points of slashing damage.
That's
Still a lot, but Gruff's tough. Gruff's tough.
And I've got my 4 HP.
Yeah, so it's actually 12 damage, basically.
Yeah, you get 4 like every turn, right?
Yeah,
If
for
I do-
temporary HP.
Yeah, various things,
Yeah.
which I have done.
With what spell, sorry? With what ability?
Armor of Oak and Thorn.
Armor of Oak and Thorn? Or
Oh, I see what you're
Oakenthorn?
doing.
I'm trying to figure out what it is.
You've just seen a Discord conversation, is what you've seen.
A couple days back, yeah.
And
Oak and Thorn.
Yes.
I always heard it's Oaken.
Yep, Oak and Thorn. Well, that's his
need to listen
2
better.
cutlass attacks, which do strike. They do that damage to you, Gruff. And then, yeah, he's going to turn around. He looks over at his paralyzed ally, rolls his eyes. Lewis, shoot that sorcerer! And he's going to use command, so I spend a fate die.
Okay.
And he's going to have his buddy make a crossbow attack against you, Xanthius.
Nice. Not nice. Awful.
That is a 22.
I think that hit you a little bit, bud.
Yeah.
12 points of damage.
12 points. All right, I'm going to... Turns out...
9 plus 3.
Yeah.
I'm rolling like nearly max damage on this D10.
So I still have essence runes from, I think, the ritual fight, and they only go away after a long rest.
Okay.
I've got 2 of those, so
Great.
I'm going to use both of those to reduce it by 2d6.
Okay, let's go for it.
6, so I take 6
You
damage.
take 6 damage. I do need is whole person concentration, I believe it is.
Yes.
It is. I'm almost certain it is. Baldur's Gate 3 has taught me that. No.
It is.
So I need a concentration check, DC 10.
DC 10, concentration, which is...
Con save. It's been a while.
Sorry, is it plus my con
Con saving throw.
Oh, plus 6.
Yeah, you're a sorcerer.
8.
Oh dear.
You see the guy on the side kind of shakes out of it as your concentration, I'm afraid, is broken, Xanthius. Oh, I found my high rollers D20. Nice.
Hey, it's back.
It's back.
Player killer is back.
What a great day for everyone involved.
I'm so happy.
But that is on his turn. So that was his command ability. He's going to stay engaged with Gruff. He doesn't want you grabbing like these notes. He does. Give me an insight check, Gruff, because you're the only one who can really. And Ophelia, actually. Ophelia's up above fighting him.
Hello.
He kind of forgot you were there, actually, Ophelia, because you're above him.
Nice. 12.
12 on the insight.
What is that? What is that?
Number.
Oh, it's a 9. 10.
10, I would say you can both tell that he's definitely like, his eyes are like darting back over here, like he's glancing over it, he's looking at his buddies, he's like weighing up the 2 of you's combat experience. Like this guy definitely, he's not here because he's like part of whatever's going on. This guy is a merc,
yeah.
And he's weighing up how much this is worth at this point. But he is staying with it for now. He thinks that his team have currently got the upper hand, so he's going to stay in the fight. We then go to Daisy.
Hello. I will. Can I currently see the dude behind the?
Which
Pillar.
one? So the archer behind the pillar
Yeah.
on the ground floor. He has cover. You could see him. You would need to move in front of Xanthius, so you'll need to move through your buddies.
No, I'll poke out until I can see the.
This guy?
This guy, yeah.
Yep, they're going up on the turret.
One up on the turret.
So
and
you
I
would
will-
move through the healing spirit.
Okay.
So is it D6 plus for the healing spirit?
It's D6.
Yes, D6.
5 points of healing.
5 points of HP for Daisy. 1 use of it's gone. And then you have clear line of sight to him from there, Daisy.
How many uses does it have?
Okay. I will try and hit him.
Spell modifier +1.
Nice.
No sneak attack, unfortunately.
Yeah,
against him.
that's true.
If he had been paralyzed, not only would you have got a sneak attack, it would have been a crit.
Yep.
Oh, actually, no, it's a ranged attack. It's only if it's a melee.
Oh.
They're next to him.
Actually, I can see the leader.
Yeah, of course, yeah, you can change your
I'm going
target.
to change my target to leader because he's currently next to
And you
Gruff
have
and I
sneak
will
attack.
get sneak
Yeah,
attacks.
yeah,
That
absolutely.
seems like it's much more sensible.
Totally.
Okay.
His AC is lower now as well because he's not using form up.
19.
19 hits.
Voltron.
What?
I'll form the head. I want to be that sword arm, bro. Red lion. Hell yeah.
12 damage.
You would be a foot. 12.
I want to be the ass.
Then
I want to be the whole.
Okay, Voltron's ass.
bonus action.
Hang on, I gotta do some math.
I know
here.
you guys heard me on the podcast.
I didn't.
Yeah,
hear
that blow, like, of the radiant knife cuts into his side, and you hear him, like, gruff.
Okay.
Where even are these knives?
Magic.
The perfect crime.
18 to hit.
On the second one, hits.
6 damage.
6 points of damage. Okay.
And then I will tuck myself back in again because
Wait, back through the. Oh, no, you can't.
10, 15. Yeah, I'd say you can just about squeeze in next. You can do it diagonally.
and then well if one of us stays up and has a little boop heal, then that's good.
Yeah.
The leader basically puts a hand up and he's like, "Stop! We surrender, boys. Lay your crossbows down. I'm not dying for this." He says like, "Yeah." He's just like, you can see like that dagger, like he's bleeding like deeply from his side. He's just like, "Nah, fuck this. I'm not dying for this."
How do we trust you?
Well, you don't if you attack me. And he says like, "Keep a bead on them, John." And you see the guy on the turret is
John,
swinging the
don't you dare!
Listen.
Don't you dare, John!
Listen, we can all be cool here. We were mercs. We were paid. I'm not dying for it. I'd rather have my life. You know, I'm not one of these cultists. I'm not one of these believers.
Great. Well, you can leave this place, but you leave the notes behind as well.
Sure. As long as me and my boys can get out of here.
Let's all lay down our arms.
But they're conspiring with demons.
Whoa. I'm not conspiring with nobody. We got paid to protect a dwarf. And that's what I'm doing.
Where's the dwarf?
He left. Some creature came and told him that some strangers were in the tunnel, that they'd spotted some people finally here, and he took off and ran. He took a couple of my guys with him.
Which direction?
Well, that's a different thing. Then I'm betraying my contract. You want information?
Your contract is broken. You failed here.
Well, they don't know that. Listen, you want information? I'll do it for gold, but...
How much? I've got platinum.
No.
Yeah, that'll
Rowan.
do.
Whoa.
don't.
They also don't need to know that you told us where they went.
Oh, maybe it's, maybe this is a negotiation. I've got something you want. You've, got something I want.
Your life.
Well, he gestures up. Well, that's still... I'm surrendering because I don't want to take this to the teeth. We can go... You want to go to breaking point? I've already nearly dropped your man over there. We can go to breaking point.
There's no need for any more violence.
I agree. But if you want information, I want something out of it as well. Gold,
Fine.
preferably. I'm a mercenary, darling. This is what I do. It's my
Don't
business.
darling me. I'm not your darling. You brute.
Well, it's a shame. You're quite a lovely
Don't
lady.
make me bite you.
Oh.
She will.
Not in a nice way.
There's
won't
nothing
like it.
We can
You
do
won't
to
like
stop
it.
her.
You really
All
won't
right.
like it.
All right.
Can Rowan step forward, get a little heal, and
Yeah. You can step through.
Can I cast a spell? +1, right?
Well, don't forget, casting spells are obvious.
Oh,
Well, it just happens though if it goes. Oh
No,
yeah.
Rowan said he wanted to cast a spell. You can still do it, but just keep in mind that might set these guys off. I am saying, by the way, that, as we're kind of chatting, we'll pause the initiative, but, I'm assuming everybody is going to take a readied action, basically, all of you will make an attack, all of them will make an
Did
attack.
they drop their weapons, did you say?
No, they've not dropped their weapons. No, they're just, he's holding his hand up, but he's still got his, cutlass out, basically. He's like, whoa,
Sorry, I can't get rid of my weapons.
I'm not... Nobody has to get rid of any weapons. We're just not going to fight each other.
Gruff, do you have any
Right?
idea where they could have run off to?
No.
I mean, listening out or... Okay.
I took a bloody big hit right there, and then I fell.
We all did.
I can't be all things that were once at all the time.
I walk forward. I want to heal.
Sure.
let's
2.
give these mercenaries here an escape, an exit out, where we will not block.
Great.
What's your price, mercenary?
Depends on what you want to know. What do you want to know?
Who hired you?
The dwarf.
He thinks for a minute.
It could be.
300 gold.
So someone important then for that much.
Smart lady.
Sun Sword Ilkara.
Pay out the coin. I'll let you know.
I'd like to insight.
Can I?
check on
Yeah.
that. That sort of...
Sure.
If anything sort of gives through that.
Yeah, sure. I will do my usual of I'm going to roll. It will either be deception or persuasion. Mm-hmm. Just so that you're not like, he's rolling the dice, it's deception.
Can I use the fate dice?
You absolutely can.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Anything better than a 20?
Yeah. 3.
Okay.
That's not how math works.
Graph. The name didn't seem to mean anything to him. You don't think it was Sunsword Elkara. Like, the way that he was just like, huh? But, like, there was just, he didn't even seem to know who that is. Okay. Like, it's just like, nah, it wasn't her.
Okay.
Not even from Ashen's Rest.
Definitely not from Ashen's Rest.
Yeah.
This guy's a merc. He could be from anywhere. Hey, listen, I've named my price. I'm willing to negotiate.
Looking around the room, how many, like, exit points are there?
You can see that there seems to be like a grate down the side. This is also a grate door. I just didn't have another one with a door in it. These two grate doors, they are locked. They have like locks, like padlock, like not padlocks, but like built into the gate. It's got like a keyhole. And then the way you came, those seem to be the only exits.
How about 100, and I'll use my healing ability to get rid of that nasty bleed.
Use the healing ability first, then maybe we've got a deal.
Okay. Healing.
Okay.
Level 2.
Great.
Aww. Rowan.
10.
10 points. You call out,
go.
the wound knits, and he says, okay. Can I see the gold?
Oh. Ophelia?
I got the platinum on me.
Do you like pull it out?
Got 86 gold.
Oh, hang on.
Do you round down?
Oh no, 100, I'm afraid.
I've got 77. We can share.
Yeah, we can.
All right,
we can make
50-50.
it.
50-50.
Throw it into like a little coin pouch, throw it. Did you throw it to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he catches it, he like weighs it up. It's just like, the guildmaster, that lamplighter guy, the old guy. Tobias.
Morris.
Tobias.
Why did we get Morris from?
Morris is.
But he didn't hire me directly, he hired my company.
Morris
Spoke with the other captains. I'm just fulfilling the contract.
Yeah,
Morris,
was-
we were hired to protect that dwarf Morris. Assist him with some mission, some plan that they've concocted. We were supposed to protect him here, then take him up to the those big watchtowers. Maybe take out a couple of the Duke's Guard who were protecting them. That was it.
Oh God.
Are you local
No.
around here?
No. We normally work around Kelskaris, sometimes work up in the steppe, sometimes work in Udaskir. We work all over the Empire.
All right. I think we've got what we needed.
While you're healing and some such, can I pick up like the notes?
Something's going on. You go and pick up the notes. Do you want to go see what? I just want to make sure that it's not somebody breaking in. So Xanthias.
Yeah, I just want to kind of pick up and sort of scan.
Yeah, most of them are like quite heavily burnt at this point.
Sure.
But you can see that there are fragments of what looks like to be a map of Ashen's Rest, like a kind of crude, but actually quite crude in that it was done quickly, but actually the work of it is quite impressive.
Okay.
And a map of Ashen's Rest. Most of it's been burnt away, but it looks like somebody's drawn lines that you think might be.
Did you just put that whole thing in your
course
mind
he
at
did.
once?
You came back with a snack when he was out there.
You can see tunnels, like lines that match up to some of the tunnels you've taken.
Sure.
But ones that connect to the city walls.
Okay.
And specifically the big watchtowers all along the walls of Ashen Rest.
Okay.
The other thing you can see is, again, half burnt. You're not able to get anything more out of these.
Yeah.
There are schematics for something that looks similar to the discs, the Everlight discs, but on a bigger scale.
Yep.
Send big fucking beacons.
Yeah.
I don't suppose the tunnel maps are any
I'm
of
just
them?
gonna. This guy, by the way, is like backing up. He's like slowly, now that he's got his gold, he's gonna move over to his at buddies. He brings this buddy over to him. He's like ushering them around. He's like, okay, you got your information. We've got some gold.
We will stand on this side.
Where did Morris go?
I'm gonna need some more gold for that, hun, sweetheart. Come on.
He healed you.
Yeah, and I've given you great information.
Does that feel okay, by the way?
That
You
feels
just
great.
Move around a bit.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Great.
Thank
Look,
you.
where are you intending to go?
We're gonna leave this fucking shithole. I'll tell you that.
There's 3 exits.
We'll go up, and he points up to this exit. We'll go up there. You can go back the way you came.
See, there's a kind of part of me, I know this is a long shot, when I said there's 3 exits, like, does he seem to indicate, not just 3, motherfucker?
Make an insight check.
I know it's like...
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, maybe you got something out of him, right? Like, yeah, maybe he, like, glances towards a flagstone or a secret door or something. You're not the wisest guy.
4.
He seems cool as a cucumber, man. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
say it, and he's just like, we'll go up that top one, you go back
Right.
out the way you came. But listen, you want more information? This is... we've failed the contract. I'm gonna be in deep trouble with my bosses. So I want to make, if I can take some gold out of this, it'll make things a lot easier for me.
You got 100.
Well,
you
I
want-
just didn't think you wanted to fight Duke Ignarius.
Listen, I don't want to mess with the dragon, and I don't intend to. I will be long gone before you even leave this place.
How about I give you a platinum and you tell us everything?
1 platinum, or do you mean the rods? Did you show him? Like,
Yeah.
because he'd look at it and be like, oh, about 100 gold? Sure. I'll tell you where the dwarf went for that. I'll throw in a bit of extra information for you. Smooth things over. Make sure we don't part on bad terms. Like I said, this is just business. It's nothing personal.
And that for in future that your guild won't come across us and start trouble?
I can't promise that. I'm not the captain. I am a captain. I am not the captain.
Worth a try.
Listen, hopefully we won't. You know, maybe you can even hire us in the future. We're mercenaries. We work for whomever pays.
Got a business card.
We've got your names.
Oh, they won't mean too much. I can tell you who we work for. I'll tell you that for free.
Sure.
The Iron Crows. If you ever want a mercenary company,
Oh, that explains.
ask for the Iron Crows. I'm Hallister.
Alistair, I'm Rowan.
Rowan, thanks for the heal. I appreciate it.
That's quite all right.
But yeah, what do you say, dark and beautiful?
You really don't want
Size.
to be trying that.
Here you go. 1 platinum.
Do you pass it to him? He'll say, like, you can drop it from up
Yeah,
there.
I'll just throw it to him.
Yeah, he, like, catches it. He, like, puts it in his pocket. He went out and he points down to that side passageway. He went down there. He pulls out a set of keys and he pulls one off and he throws it up to you, Ophelia. That unlocks that grate, and you'll find it connects to the others as well. Leads into more of these tunnels, and it takes you out. I think it's the last watchtower. He's had his other engineers. What do they call them? Lewis, Illuminators boss, and he's just like, that's right. He's had the other Illuminators, part of whatever they're doing, some cult or something. They've already dealt with the other watchtowers. He was waiting for this last one. He was finishing up the device. When he heard you guys were on your way, he took a couple of my men and he booked it.
No more traps down that way?
He thinks shouldn't be, but I never went down there myself. Morris might have set someone on his way out. He has magic and machines like these things, and he points to the turrets. He's learned some sort of, I don't know, demon magic. He can make stuff like this.
Is there a code word we can tell your men to indicate that they need to stand down because you've broken your contract?
And if they're with Morris, they'll probably defend him until the point. Like, I'm saving my own skin here. Honestly, I mean, look, if they're fighting with Morris, feel free to do with them as you want. Like, they'll either surrender and you can decide what to do with them, or they'll run, or they'll fight to the death. That's on them. That's not on me. They're no longer in my command, basically.
What was his name again? Hallister.
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 Like Kevin McAllister.
Just like that.
Same face too when he's scared.
Yeah, he just says, like, look, you know, I can't do anything more for you. I can give you that info, but that's it. And I'm glad to be paid.
Well, looks like we're done here then.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
I think, and he points over at the chest. I took some of the more valuable things out of there, but there's some weird demon metal stuff in there. Feel free to take it.
Yeah, Gruff will. Gruff's already kind of hovering by like as if
Yeah,
anyone was
yeah.
trying to destroy it, like he would stop.
No, I mean, you stopped him. He's like, fair enough. Like, and he probably even says, like, yeah, nice water trick, by the way. Wasn't expecting that. I'll know that next time I have to destroy some evidence. People can make water out of nothing.
Science, damn you.
Glad we're all learning.
All right. In that case, we're out of here. Lewis, John, and they'll basically back up. He will dismount the machine from this, like he pulls it up,
Takes it with him.
and he's like hovering. He's like, Hallister's like, point that fucking thing away from me. But yeah, the three of them will basically go up here. Hallister pulls out another one of these keys. He unlocks it. He turns around. He relocks it behind him, and then they back up down this corridor, basically. Yeah, he's like, bye. Thanks for the heal.
They were truly dishonorable men.
They paid their money and they gave us information.
Guided by coin and coin alone.
Oh, people like that, they have no virtue. They only worship the coin. They have no loyalty.
It's a kind of
We should
loyalty.
probably leave here because I don't trust that they are not going to tell their other men to come and finish us off.
Can I grab the chest?
Yeah, it's small enough you can just take the whole thing with you. As soon as you go to move it, you can tell it's already been opened, so it's not secure.
Okay. Can I peek?
Yeah. You peek inside. It looks like it probably contained more stuff. But you do find that there are a couple of things left behind. One is like a beautiful. Oh no, actually, he would have. Morris would have taken that with him. What you see is a single bar, very thin, like a metal rod, maybe only 3-4 inches long. Very thin, like a pencil thin, of a very strange metal streaked in like green and red and orange that runs through it, and it smells like that the smoke demons and the explosive material.
Like sulfur.
Yeah, it's sulfury, rotten, but there's also something like fiery. It's like brimstone, fire and brimstone kind of stuff. And yeah, you suspect that this is a piece of fellite.
We needed that.
We did.
Well, tell us which one of the... Can I look at it? Can I ask Nim and say, do you know which of the pits that this would come from? If it has these colours and...
You'll need to hold it, little one, but I might be able to.
Oh,
Was there any effect of you
touch it.
touching it? Or did you touch it?
Didn't seem to be.
Okay.
My first
Yeah, Daisy, you hold it, and it feels wrong to hold. Like there's something, maybe it's this connection with Nim, but like it does, whatever it is, the connection does not like you touching it, and you feel like Nim squirming in your body, like their mind like reeling, as they focus, and they're like, I can. It tastes like suffering and torture and slaughter. This is from Diablos. It has to be. It has to be.
I will immediately put it back down.
Things from the other pit, they feel more oily and binding, sticky almost. But this feels awful. This is definitely the pit of demons.
Okay, I guess you guys don't know that because
It's in your head.
it's in my head, and you don't know that I have.
We have some maps here, by the way, these notes that they were trying to burn.
Gather those and keep them safe. We need evidence to take to the high authority.
Yes. I have interest. I have mending.
Oh, I was wondering.
But is
Now,
are these
yeah,
torn?
mending normally just basically mends like one seam. These
Yeah,
aren't
but
torn.
there's a
These
single
are burnt.
break or tear in an object.
Yeah, this
As
is
long as the
burnt.
break is no larger than 1 foot in dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace.
It's like crumbs of like ashes and stuff.
Okay.
I don't think mending's going to help on this.
Fair.
Cool idea.
Yeah.
If it had just been torn up, easy, no problem.
But these are just burned.
These were like caught by the flames, like that they've burnt away to
And a
like
bit
ashes
wet.
and
I
stuff.
sprinkle the ashes on top of it and then cast mending.
Like Salt Bay.
Oh,
It's just,
But I mean, we've still got, so the maps, they had, tunnels leading to the towers and also schematics.
one thing I probably forgot to mention as well, some of those towers have like crosses through them.
Oh, okay.
But you
Yeah,
can only
exactly
see
the same.
2 or 3 of them, and all 3 of the ones that are on the map you currently have are all crossed out.
I think they said there's only one left.
yeah,
We need
it's
to
not
do.
fitted.
The final.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is where they're headed now.
While this is happening, can I have Saren fly over to me and get some heals?
Yeah?
I've got 2 more charges left.
Well, you basically walk over to the healing spirit, right, and just stand in it.
Bird, you can come fly to me.
For the sake of mechanical purposes, Gruff goes to the healing spirit.
No, I can move her on a bonus action.
Oh, okay, there you go.
nice.
Nice.
Oh, that smells great.
Can I go over to the grate I got the keys for and just check the keys actually fit the lock before the
Yeah, you
it's
do.
too far away?
Well, they're like
They're
down, they're
scarred,
gone.
they're
Yeah,
gone.
as soon as they got out of sight, they ran.
Yeah.
You get there, it does actually fit.
Ah, that little face.
Yeah.
It does, yeah. It does actually fit.
Cool.
And you can see down the end there is like a ladder that leads up to like a hatchway that seems to maybe leading to maybe the newer sewers or other tunnels or something like that.
Newer sewer.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, are we continuing the chase? We might be able to convince his 2 guards that Hallister, John, and the other one have surrendered. They might listen to that, but I am wiped.
I think we should go and tell guards and people who can go to all of these towers.
It's maybe 10 seconds, sort of as Daisy says that, like 10 seconds after, about 30 seconds, you do, Gruff, get a message back in your head. You just hear, Young Gruffith, Scotland, yes, it's from there.
Jump in, shout!
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't need you to shout. Here, I'm on my way.
From misery to happiness today. Sorry.
Bringing what guards I can.
Okay.
I think like there is long pauses as Sir Griold wouldn't know what to say.
Sure.
He's probably not used to these sending spells. Don't do anything foolish. I've sent word to the Authority and Duke.
Oh, he touched the Duke. That's good.
He sent word to.
Well, still.
Will be soon. There soon.
And I can't speak back to him. no.
Not unless you cast sending again.
I've done a very foolish thing.
What do you mean, what?
I panicked
Right.
and I sent a sending spell to Sir Griold
Okay, good.
to come here.
Right.
And he's coming here
That's fine.
and he's bringing a lot of guards.
That's good.
But that means that there are less guards up there when whatever happens with these city watch lights happens. They're all down here.
There's a.
Well, they
he's
can
not
go to
bringing
the top.
every guard. There's a lot up there.
Plus, they still have to do figure out for another tunnels. The
Did
other
you
tower.
use the scroll,
Aye.
and that's gone now.
Yep.
Okay, I think we can work with this.
Should we leave a note here for them, telling them where we've gone?
Could. I do feel bad about the wild stoat chase we're taking this guy on.
We are against the clock here.
Or we head back and try and meet them and take them directly to the towers.
We know that's where they're headed. So it makes sense that we try and meet them first, and then
Right.
charge in with a bigger party. Because right now I'm not ready to
Yes, we
jump
are.
in.
We're battered and bruised.
Yes.
All right.
Do we know the way out? The nearest way out?
All right. We were doing south and east.
Well, we can go out through this gate here and up, probably. I don't
That's
know.
towards.
Was the newer sewers, but
I made a map. We can go back to the way
Let's
we came in.
retrace our steps, maybe.
We can get back the way we
Hopefully
came
meet
in.
them.
Or you could all go forward after Morris, and I could try and
No.
some sort of form. I could get back to see Griold as fast as possible.
No.
I-
We stick together.
I
I
think
think we
Xanthias
try
is
and
right.
find them.
We need to charge in with Sir Griold and whatever
Yeah.
group of.
Morris is aware that people are after him. He's going to reinforce.
With traps, that's a good point. We need to hurry. We need to move now
We need to find Sir Griold.
and move as fast as possible. And so Gruff will start going back.
Yeah,
the
you
way
can go
we
back the way you came. Yeah, you can retrace your steps easily enough.
Okay.
Takes you, a few minutes, like to get back to where you were, making your way. Not even that, like moving through probably takes less than a couple of minutes. And when you get to the entrance to the catacombs, you make your way back. And do you go into the catacombs, or are you just going to wait by the entrance?
I guess when we
we
get closer
hear
to it, because we heard the footsteps coming from the catacombs, like I guess we would probably slow down around that point to try and listen out to see.
Yeah, give me a perception check, everybody.
Come
There's
on.
fate dice.
There is plenty of fate dice. Spend them.
Sure.
I'll use a fate.
14 for me.
Go on, I'll use fate dice as well.
Oh, okay.
Ophelia.
Yes, please. Feed me.
I'm going to fucking roar.
You're not.
You're not good at them anymore, man. You got
No, I rolled a 1.
He's rolling garbage, though.
He's rolled good.
I rolled higher than a 5.
No, I'm not on perception checks.
Not on those. Not anything. Ah!
All right, there, Tom.
All right.
I'm having a good day.
14 for Daisy. Not very good for
Zero.
Xanthias. 0 for Xanthias.
15.
15 for Griffith. 14 for Rowan.
21.
21 for Ophelia.
Fucking hurt.
Everybody but, sadly, Xanthias definitely hears movement. Some people moving around. You hear, like, muffled voices. Kind of hard to make it out, except for Ophelia, who you know, maybe it's the battle. It's like your adrenaline rushes. Your senses are on overload. You hear a... But Sir Glory, perhaps we should not go down there. We do not know what is in there. Perhaps it was simply grave robbers. They don't seem to have disturbed anything. You were instructed to keep these catacombs clear. Somebody has broken the seal. The magical alarm went off. We know that somebody has entered into here. We should explore these tunnels. Why have these not been reported? This is not new. This has been here for some time. We do not know, mistress. We have not been down here for some time, my lady. Normally the Sun Sword has been taking the patrols of the catacombs of late. And you just hear this kind of, why would she not tell me? What is this? As you hear this kind of conversation going on.
There are voices up ahead.
Scare them off.
Stop barking like a dog.
Yeah?
Don't actually, please don't actually do that. Ree, think carefully.
Think what Ophelia would do, not what Ree would do. This is the important distinction.
like a dog.
So what does Ophelia do?
Okay.
We've lost Ree for a while. It's
The
fine.
image of it is stupid in my brain.
Just like on the ceiling, on all fours. There's, I know not to go on, but there's a great scene in a recent episode of Delicious in Dungeon where a main character does exactly that. It's very fucking funny.
That's early on, yeah.
Ophelia would just, I guess she would just call out and say, hello.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
The noise in the other room goes silent, and you hear what sounds like shing as weapons are drawn. Who is there? In the name of Bright Shadow Cathedral, in the name of Pyrrhus, Sun Maiden, Lord of Justice, who is this?
It is Sister Ophelia Delarosa of the House of Blood.
Fucking great. No.
You hear, Sister, is that not the foreigner who died the other day? We sent an acolyte was sent to preserve her body. She's dead. A spirit! The spirit has manifested! Stand back, all of you. I shall handle this. Emerging from the catacombs, you see, dressed in... I actually have to open up my older notes on this lady.
What's happened?
You see, stepping out of the tunnel between the catacombs and the old sewers, you see a very well-dressed looking knight, like in golden, resplendent full plate, almost a mirror to that of Morning, so Morning that you met, Griffith. Symbols of the sun, fit like one golden wing actually carved into the shoulder plate of the armor, carrying a radiant-looking axe that is done like a blossoming sun, almost like this axe itself in two hands, a great axe. Standing forward, she's quite slender, but you can tell that there's an athletic build under the armor. But a half elf, radiant sort of. You can see that it's brown hair at the roots, and then it's dyed to like white and yellow at the tips. She's got these long, kind of like half elven ears, and she steps out and she just points at the group of you. And sees the very obviously like undead, like white, and she like pulls it back, and she holds up her hand, and in her gauntlet is the symbol of the sun. Be gone, undead! And she tries to turn undead.
I thought she was going to sunbeam.
No, she tries to
fucking
turn
stuff.
undead as this golden light erupts from her. By the power of the sun, be gone! And then it just washes over. You feel uncomfortable. It's like, ugh. Be gone! What manner of creature are you?
Stand down, stand down, stand down. It's okay.
Do not look, acolyte. She is trying to confuse us.
I'm not trying to confuse you.
What is
Can
happening?
I step in front of her and just go, excuse me?
Young one, step away! He tries to pull you
It's
through.
okay. It's okay.
Please stop showing your arm at me.
I had the similar reaction because it's terrifying, but she is back.
What?
She
Not
is
a wife.
She's real. I prodded her. She's real. But also, we're not here to cause any trouble. But there
Who are you? What are you doing down here?
There are people in the sewers causing trouble.
What? She turns back to the acolytes. You said that she was dead. She was so glorious. She
Moving
was.
on from the dead woman.
Not dead now.
I am confused, citizen. Please, what do you mean there are people down here? Well, how are you down here? You should not. Did you cause this? Did you break into the holy catacombs?
No.
No, we did not. We did not break in. We are. It's a long story.
We need to speak to the High Authority now. The city is under a grave threat.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Fate, bro.
Yeah.
Double fate. Triple fate.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17.
Dice did not look like it's going to go that way.
It causes pause, and you see Sir Glory lowers the axe, keeps it ready, but lowers the axe. The High Authority, she is some distance away, but the city is under attack. It is fine. We've not heard any alarm or warning.
There is a plot afoot. We need to stop it now before something dreadful happens.
I do not know what manner is going on
Do
here.
you
If
know
the
what
city
talk
is-
about all the demons? Yes, demons.
Yes, I've heard the demons that have been attacking. There have been guards patrolling. You're saying that the
People are in the sewers planting things and doing things, and the demons and the stuff, and it's bad.
All right, come with me. We will send word for the High Authority. Acolytes, and she calls out, and you can see that they're just priests. They're like scribes, and she will look to them and just be like, where is the Sun Sword? Is she not back from meeting with the Duke and the Guildmaster? No, mistress, they are not back. They were called early this morning. They have not returned or sent word to us. I must deal with this myself. Would one of you go and wake the Speaker of Secrets? Wake the High Priest of Melee. At least I can call upon him for some advice. All right, come with me.
Sir Grail should be here any minute.
The Knight of the Realm.
Yes.
All right.
We called for his aid.
All right, that will lend some credence to what you claim.
He sent word to the Duke.
All right, good, fine. Come with me. We will head up into the cathedral. Please, and she gestures. You can see that this woman is rattled. She does not know what's happening. She's very confused, but is convinced. Gruffith, you have almost like that knightly demeanor, right? She takes you at that value, and she might even say that I am trusting you, that you speak true.
I do not take your trust lightly.
Good, then come. And she will lead you back up. And she actually leads you that corridor north that you didn't, you heard the noises coming from. You follow that along, you go past some more burial chambers to a stair that leads up and round to a set of double doors that then leads into the back of Bright Shadow Cathedral. If you had actually come up this way, you would have circled all the way back up into the behind the altar and things like that.
Okay.
She takes you up there. She dispatches some of the scribes, go and fetch some of the Duke's Guard at least. Maybe we can send them into the tunnels to search. What should we be looking for?
Traps. Demonic traps.
Demonic traps. Right, we will inform them of that.
I can give the map. I can hastily draw another map of the route that we took that we know is now safe to get to that place.
Sure.
And
Yep.
give it to one of them.
Yeah, the scribe will take it and just be like, oh, of course, Sir Glory. And then they make their way off. And she's like, I know that you said the time is of the essence, but I cannot be... I trust that something is going on, but I must make sure, if you say that Sir Grield is here, that is on their way, we will then address the matter. But I cannot just let you go off, not after finding you down there in the way that I did. And not with this mystery. Good madam, it has been said that you were dead, and the scribes were sent. They attended to your body, and I trust these scribes to not be incorrect. How is it that you are here?
The Great Father sent me back.
The Grave Father, the planar power. Oh my!
He's quite wonderful. I met him twice, won't you know?
Sir Knight, she is an emissary of Osseous. They are permitted their religious beliefs. I am well aware of that, scribe. Very well, if this being has brought you back, so be it. But forgive me, I'm not used to. I'm new to some of this. And she does look quite young. She's not like young, but like in her 20s. Like, if she was a human, she'd be in like her mid-20s, early 20s. Very, very well. I am Sir Glory, Knight of Pyrrhus, Holy Knight of Pyrrhus, and champion of Bright Shadow Cathedral.
Well, pleased to meet you. Were it under better circumstances, I'm sure it'd be a little less confusing.
Yes, and I apologise for my attempt to banish you to the shadows. I thought that you were some wight or spectre.
It's understandable. It's your practice, like how I find your practice of cremating your dead very unusual. It's all the same confusing mess at the moment.
Well, that at least we can agree on.
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia, maybe when we go in places, maybe you can stand at the back to start with, because if people still do think you're dead, it is quite terrifying.
Oh.
But then when they realise that it's fine, then it's okay.
Okay.
You wait for approximately, I would say, it would take Sigrild on Obsidian and with some of the other Drake cavalry. The earliest he would arrive is about 3 minutes. And that's him rushing here after sending word and things like that. And you hear the claws of the Drake mounts thundering on stone before you actually see them. The doors of the cathedral open up wide, and you see Sir Griold in his full plate, the crossbow. He has his short sword at his side. His helm is down. It actually covers his face, so kind of like Gladiator when he pulls the little faceplate down. It's like that, and it just has the eye sockets for him to look out of. And he marches in. You can see that he's flanked by some other elite-looking guards, and there is maybe some hastily out-of-breath foot soldiers who are desperately trying to catch up behind them as well. And he bursts in, and he's like, where is Scotland, eh? Where is Grutheth of Tremora? Where are the adventurers that work with the Jew? Ah! And he like looks over, and he like nods in your direction. There you all are. What happened? What's going on? At that point, with you explaining it, it takes you a bit of time.
No, I throw it back.
Oh, I see. It takes you a bit of time to explain everything, right? Just to explain what's going on, Sir Griel asks some questions. Sir Glory is asking questions, not really sure what's happening. You can hear guards are dispatched. Like Sir Griel immediately, as you send, is like, send word to the Duke, send word to the High Authority. We need
I'd probably say as well, get to the watchtowers now.
Send them to the watchtowers
Deactivate
and
them,
things like that.
Secure them, everything.
Yeah, you hear all these messages kind of being sent out. You spend a bit of time explaining everything to Sir Griel, but it's been several, close to about 10 minutes since you really fought the guys down in the cistern. Yeah. And you were traveling for about five minutes or so before that as well. As you begin to make your way out of Bright Shadow Cathedral onto the steps, Sir Griel, Sir Glory, they listen. Sir Griel backs you up. He's just like, Gruffith, I trust you, and if all of you have found this information and he looks at the evidence, he's like, clearly something is going on here. You see the towers on the wall. And their lights, it is close to nighttime, and they begin to light. As they do, and all the Everlights in Ashen's Rest begin to blink into existence as the lamplighters are turning them on. But as those larger lights on the towers ignite, they are not the usual white, yellow light. There is a sickly green color to them. Vump. Vump, 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 vump. One last one, delayed for a moment. You all look. Vump. Sickly yellow light turns on. And then the Pharos, the great light at the top of the Lamplighters Guild, also turns sickly yellow. Vump. And something like smoke leaks out, connecting to each of the watchtower lights. And a dome begins to form over Ashen Rest. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Activated it! The bastards activated it!
Several things could have happened. Several things could have gone different ways.
I
but
mean,
this is where we are.
I don't know how it could have gone any other way for us. I mean,
Absolutely, it could have. I had
only choices
multiple
I think
things
it
that
could
it could have done.
Oh,
Because I didn't know what you guys were going to choose to do. Like,
Yeah.
there was multiple things. Like, but
Okay.
we'll discover what this means and what happens next
The purge.
on High Roll.
yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Don't forget, we've got all of our new merch. We've got our new website. Go and check that out, and we will see you next week for more High Rollers.
Yeah. See you next week. Bye.
I don't know.
Oh, it's on there. Nice. Hello, everybody. We're back. Woo, that was a good one.
Yeah. God, that was rough. It's been such a we've had a lot of encounters since our last long rest as well. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, you
Well,
guys
that's
got
the
through
problem,
that. Like, that was a tough encounter, but, like, you know, it was one of those ones where you didn't necessarily have to kill them. Like, they were just mercs, you know. Once you got weak enough, they were going to surrender. But, yeah, they did some damage before you got there.
They
you know?
did.
And, like, you know, some unlucky rolls, some, unlucky choices, like things like Rowan going first. I was explaining this to Trot, like, the trap. If Gruff had been at the front, Gruff's passive perception would have just caught, like, something, and that might have caused you pause to, like, investigate and
bit
find the
more
trap.
time.
But because it was Rowan, he just didn't see it, and so ran into it. Little things like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Nice
just-
for kind though.
yeah, I think like that natural 20, man, like that really saved the day. Like got you up and meant
the
that you
Tom.
didn't have to worry too
Came
much.
at a
Side of
cost.
the table.
Yeah,
They were not kind for me.
That's the thing, we siphoned your luck.
Although I did hold the guy. For
and your
a while.
attacks, yeah, I was gonna say, and like your attacks did okay and stuff like that when you needed to. Like the spell, that whole person was clutch.
Yeah. Yeah.
literally.
Glad I picked that one.
Yeah, great stuff, everybody.
I made it rain. I'm the rainmaker.
Yeah.
Again,
far-
very, very quick because like if that, so that red barrel, by the way, is it's gone now, but it was full of that demon blood, hell's blood,
Yeah.
which is explosive, and if it had lit, it would have blown up basically the entire room, and they would have pulled to around the corner and let it blow up.
Oh my god.
I would have
Things
died.
like maybe, yeah, it does a lot of damage. It's survivable. It's not crazy damage.
was right
but
next to
it's-
it,
yeah,
though.
Yeah, that's the problem. But like also the evidence, like you've managed to salvage at least some evidence. It's not like as compelling as it could have been if you'd gotten there, stealthily, or like if you'd managed to get there
compelling
before
is
like Morris fled and stuff like that.
Green and yellow lights. That's pretty compelling evidence.
I'm scared.
Yeah, well, it's proving that Tobias is behind it. That's
Right.
going to be maybe the
yeah.
problem. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen next? We don't know.
I really enjoyed someone's offhand comment. I can't remember where I saw it. That basically, our first big story is about a 5G conspiracy.
Those bloody towers.
It's in the 5G towers. They're bringing demons.
Didn't think about that, but it's pretty funny.
That's great.
It's great. Tommy Wombus, you got those messages? Take it
So
away.
we had a 5-part donation from Fun Fact, which I'm just
Oh
going to
my
speed
god.
run. Any person who sews is called a sewer. Or a sewer. Though the word is slowly being replaced by sewist to make it clear that it refers to a person who sews and not a tunnel for wastewater drainage. A sewer who crafts clothing is a seamster or seamstress, unless they specialise in women's clothing, at which point they're a dressmaker, making any kind of women's clothing, not just dresses, like the name may suggest. American English adds the haberdasher, a seamster or seamstress who specialises in men's clothing. A tailor crafts clothing specifically fitted or tailored to an individual customer, as well as mending and altering, tailoring existing clothing to fit. All of these terms are gender neutral, with the sole exception of the female gender seamstress. Behind the scenes, these facts are written out ahead of time in WordPad, pre-formatted for the 255-character limit. I can't often watch live due to work, so these are donated during the first 10 minutes of the stream and are only coincidentally relevant.
There you go.
To the given episode, like how sewer is spelled the same as sewer, or in reference to early episodes, such as the shop Ophelia bought her sunglasses, where the son with an exaggerated southern accent offered them a nice pair of gloves. That was a journey.
We got there.
That was a fact about the facts.
That was
That was a fact about facts.
a 3-part fun fact, and then a fun fact about donations, their donations, and then a
Thank you
continued.
very much for your donation.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That bit.
Appreciated.
It was a 5-part, so there was quite a lot in between all of them. Thank you very much.
Thank
Jacob Chickpea with a quarter hundo. I've been a part of the VOD squad for a few months now, and I'm very happy to catch it live today.
Oh, lovely.
Welcome, Jacob. The last few episodes have all been great, but I especially enjoyed Ophelia's journey through the Greylands. P.S. Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride!
Thank you very much.
Let's go, lesbians.
Absolute Scotsman, fit like the day rollers.
Hello.
I was VOD squad last week for work, so 2 donos for you today. It might be extra, but have you thought about getting some 3D printed dice jails for the fate dice in the shape of fire, matching the dice in colour? They are 3D printed,
so
those
many
things.
dice gels as well.
Yeah,
So many.
Well, Rhiannon has.
You don't need them
I
because
have
dice just
ordered
roll
them.
whatever. They don't help. Dice jails don't do anything.
Yeah, you let them roll whatever until you give them some punishment.
We
Yeah,
got
and
this
then
one.
they'll
You have to
roll
punish
We
them.
got that one.
I've never punished
Got
these
this one for
dice.
yours,
They've
Tom.
always rolled really well.
No, I use multiple different dice.
Maybe you shouldn't punish your dice. Just treat them with love.
Love 'em.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
Jeez.
That's
Somebody doesn't.
Annoying.
He's got it right.
She's a mother.
Oh, Jesus.
Treat the baby like I treat my dice. In the jail, shake you.
You did wrong.
This is not an indication of Ree's mothering skills.
I love my dice, my precious babes.
Your player killers.
Me too.
But they're just dice, Mark.
They're just dice, so it doesn't matter.
What?
I also
Yeah, I'm showing how ridiculous it is to punish dice.
I love
They
my
roll
dice.
what they roll.
I made out with my dice before we started, and this is how they treat me. They're going in the butt.
Figures.
Absolute Scotsman number 2. I moved to Texas in 2017, and the whole time I've been here, I have never seen another Scotsman. But ever since I started my new job at Planet Fitness, I've met 2 from Glasgow and 1 from Fraserburgh.
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 Where my mum is from,
Bruh.
and met my granny.
Fraserburgh.
It's like
Holy
Edinburgh.
crap!
Edinburgh.
Planet of Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
I'm not from there. Can you tell? Wolfie409. Really excited to watch this live because it's 3 a.m. in Australia.
Oh,
wow.
But just want to say I love your campaign and can't wait to see where it goes. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
very much.
To hell.
Only up from here.
No, it's going to hell.
It's going to go down.
The only way is up,
The Wizard Gamer.
baby.
It's going to Diablos.
The Wizard Gamer. I leave y'all for 1 week and you go and get shot by a rocket launcher? Hi, Rollers. In today's Wizardly Weekly reading, we see our party in some peril, asking aid from an ally against an impious threat, and worst of all, the Flames card, a clear indicator of fiends. Good luck. Yeah,
That one worked.
that works. Plasma Shock, High Rollers, Graph Miniature is complete in Discord with
Nice.
blue glow-in-the-dark Seren as well.
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
Do you like the glow-in-the-dark paint?
Which makes it almost a full set. Daisy is ready next week. She's 90% done already. So
Nice. Well done.
and that'll be in the Discord to watch. MK13 Wolf, my credit card company won't give me any more credit, even though I have an outstanding balance. And this Friday, I got a call from the debt collector. Like, holy shit, dude, I collect debt too.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I like the outstanding credit as well. That was quite good.
Very good gruff. We're just looking at it now.
Yeah.
The base is insane.
We had a half hundo from Crispy.
Thanks, Chris.
Crispy.
Crispy.
And a donation from Elora that says, "Hey, I'm on my way to the Adelphi Theatre in September, obviously.
Nice.
Can't wait to see you guys and hopefully meet some lovely
for?
folk while there. Great episode and have a lovely day." They're probably going to see High Rollers live September the
That's us.
17th.
Oh my God, Tom.
How is it not like
Ingrained in your
That
brain.
means we need to announce it
anxiety.
more.
You need to announce it more. That's the problem. Also,
Oh, the little
I don't
fires on the
listen.
beacons.
What's more?
That
I
makes
don't listen.
Beacons are lit!
Fan.
Condor calls for
It just happened.
The beacons are lit, Tom.
The bacons are fit.
You should make them sickly yellow-green now.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm not repainting them. I need to like.
Maybe I can get some yellow, green, red.
Coward.
Thank you to Unicorn Dude, who's gifting out subs on Twitch, and to Colin, who's gifting out subs on YouTube.
Oh.
Thank you to YouTube donations. We got 100 Canadian dollary dues from Puppet Master.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Harry Potter references and D&D. You spoilers, high rollers. Amazing and entertaining as always. So glad I get to watch completely live this week.
I want to make something clear. I'm only referencing it for a meme, not because of the books or the shitty author.
Yeah. I think it
Fuck
was.
the author.
Fuck that author.
I think it was me that referenced it. Agreed.
Yeah, Tom doesn't read.
I like the memes. I like the
Purely
meme.
memes.
Yeah.
Not, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you to Galdir Inouye. Love
E and I.
E and I. Love a world where the explosive barrels are clearly marked. It's such a nice touch, and lots of explosive barrel makers inexplicably just leave it out.
They fucking don't.
I have an in-world reason. They use a special type of wood because otherwise the demon blood, the hell's blood, would cause problems with it. It would like eat it and eat it out. So the wood is specifically treated, but that stains it red.
Nice.
That's why they're red barrels.
That was another. Technically, it's paint.
I thought it would be like a safety thing where it's like we marked all the really nasty barrels
Yeah.
in
Well, it's
red.
like the person who goes around painting all the climbable bits of wall yellow,
Yeah.
so you know that's the safety.
And the doorknobs.
Yeah, they're really handy. Yeah, that.
That's useful.
This is an openable door. That's nice.
I believe that is all I got, all she wrote.
Thanks very much.
Wonderful.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it,
Thanks,
everybody.
everyone.
Remember, you can check out that merch store right there. Wow, that one there, down there.
That one.
HighRollersDND.tmail.com.
We'll link it all up.
We
It'll
will
be
link it
linked.
up on the website now that it is.
And it'll be linked in the YouTube and Twitch channel.
Ja, bitte.
So nice. All right, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. We love you. Take care. Bye bye.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride.
Bye 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 bye.